and I'm out of ass.
Thank you for that. All right, we are back live. After a little hiatus last week, we are back with Baba Yaga's Dancing Hut, the Witch Hunters, and we've got to recap last session because it's been a while, so let's try and delve back in time, figure out what happened. So, oh god. That's right. You'd started off in Granny Whittaker's strange, cold cave systems. Not sure whether this is underneath the hut, whether this is an entirely different dimension, or if this is some sort of construct. But either way, you were having your visions, and when you finally came out of your visions, it was like Granny Whittaker had gone cold, like she had become numb from the exertion trying to channel all these visions you were having. As you tried to shake her awake, her breathing kind of changed, became erratic, and her bones cracked, her fingernails extended into claws, her face malformed and fiendish-like. She slashed at you guys, and the walls that encased you were made of ice. You saw a blizzard flurry around. You tried to find an exit, but they were frozen solid, and you had no choice but to turn on the now the abomination that Whittaker had become. You managed to defeat her, but the moment you sort of knocked her out, you saw you were sitting back at the campfire as if nothing had ever happened, but Granny Whittaker was slipping from the log as if she had herself just endured a terrible vision. And you remember it as well. You were there with her, and it was like she herself was also confronting her own inner demons, a possibility, a future that she had tried to veer away from and try to resist herself. She apologized for having made you guys worry for all of this, and you tried to help her to your feet. She said that she would perhaps feel better if she went to the fountain where Dust resides, a fairy who's known for her restorative properties and powers. So you led her along. Actually, it was only a room or two before you reached it. I don't think anything else happened in between that, did it? I think you went through the kitchen, maybe. That was about it. That's right. Yeah, you did go through the kitchen. Not much happened there, apart from you heard the news that the menagerie has broken free. Everyone's sort of either evacuating or perhaps they're just rallying. You're not sure. There seems to be an air of panic within the hut. Currently, monsters are on the loose, and it doesn't look like it's the kitchen staff's responsibility, so they ran away. You did go into the fountain room, and there you were beset with a calm like peace. Nothing you've ever felt like before within the hut. There was just an emotion of calm, but it seemed like even that wasn't enough to stop Ember from losing it for a moment. He was overcome with anxiety and stress at what had just transpired. He kind of admitted to the party that it was his fault that the menagerie was loose, but it wasn't his fault necessarily, and something had urged him to do this. Just explained that the hut reacts to people's emotions quite vividly, and you saw that even as Ember was sort of arguing with one or two people. I think the flowers that were bloomed in the fountain began to like wither and wilt, and it seemed like she was trying to offer you help, but her powers only work when they harmonize with music. And Tanner had this brilliant idea. He could perhaps hit the piano from the other room and bring it in here. You guys did try to a performance prior to that, but it didn't go too well. At least the dice were against you, but I was rooting for you. The dice just felt bad. Anyway, the piano is the next protocol. did some exploring. You did check out the rooms to and fro, noting that there's the prison below you. What else? Looks like some more guest quarters, perhaps, though you couldn't really see anyone going to and fro. And then to the left seemed to be some sort of staircase leading up and down, guarded by 4 wingless dragons, and they were barking at something. There's this fog that kind of slipped through and went into a crack in a doorway. You tried to follow it and break the door down, and you entered into a abandoned alchemy laboratory area. There was this sort of strange chemical smell coming from a nearby well. It was pitch black in here, and this is the first time you've seen a room without torches lit, as Lady Mora has cited before. I think she's mentioned that the hut operates at all hours normally. That's why the torches are always lit. But here, locked away behind the chain locked door, is seemingly abandoned area. Dusty shelves, and there was a starlit sky above. No, not starlit sky. There was a starlight which had shattered, and all the glass and leaves were on the floor. But there was, in fact, no stars in that said sky. Don't want to confuse you there. Yeah, there were no stars in the sky, just a moon shining down. And of course, that strange fog that seemed to creep ever closer just as you were investigating the place. You uncovered a strange piece of parchment, and as you unfolded it, a magic mouth appeared and told you to look in the deep, dark well. And a strange message, seemingly in Eleanor's voice, spoke about how she longed to see Natasha, and there were some other weird uncertainties. But nonetheless, you didn't have much more time to investigate that because you were attacked by the foglets. Annoying fight, as usual, and I think it showed that Tyra was the least experienced with fighting them. You unfortunately went down, but thankfully your allies defended you and bested all but one, which promptly escaped, trying to slip through the ceiling, and it seemed that uncovered another trapdoor. And as Tanner knocked it open, you found yourself back into the recreational room. This is the dressing room, and as you lifted up the carpet, which was supporting the mirror, it slipped and smashed, and now broken glass lies everywhere around you. But you're rejoicing because you realize this is an easy method to get the piano down, and that's where we left off. Whew.
It's all safe up here.
All right.
Everything okay up there, Tanner? Okay.
Yep, I'll just like sweep the glass away.
Don't worry. Snurg will clean it up.
Of course, and I'll lean down and start helping people up.
Okay. Yeah, one by one you can make your way out.
Oh, one thing I would like to ask is the piano still playing?
It is not, no. You can hear some stringed instruments.
Okay.
Maybe. It's just a very faint one, though. It doesn't feel like they're being played. It feels like there's just this kind of faint music emanating from them. It sounds somewhat like a funeral dirge.
Okay, let's get this down quickly.
I guess we're back at Tux's little casino, right? Looks like. Tyro, it's okay. Come on up.
Okay.
Just, did we ever figure out a plan for bringing the piano down that secret hole in the ceiling?
Well, it should be easy enough. If we tie a rope to it, then we can just lower it down with ease.
Sure, easy, yeah. Right.
Have you never lifted a piano before? I've done it many times.
I can't say that I have, no. I am
Generally,
particularly good with knots, but
I don't really like to lift heavy things. That's what the servants do, Tanner. Why would you be doing things like that? Get people below you to do that kind of stuff.
Well, I have a net of 1 to
But-
strength, so you're gonna have to carry some of the weight here, Ember.
I'm
So to speak.
really sore. I'm not
So
really
to
carrying much of anything now. My bones, you know. Look at all these cuts. It hurts, Dinah. It hurts.
Does
Well,
does Tyro know how much a piano would weigh?
Sure. Roughly. Yeah, I would say he probably does. It's about 500 pounds.
oh,
Actually, that's as little as 500 pounds. That's like a small piano. It can probably weigh more than that. Probably like 1,000 pounds.
I deadlift that at the
Okay.
weekends.
Anyway,
don't-
Go.
I don't think I have anything that'll help with that if it's 1,000 pounds. Okay.
model.
Just out of curiosity, have you got Featherfall?
Oh my god, what? I'm sorry.
Does anybody
Featherfall?
have a feather spell?
Sorry, a what?
Featherfall.
Feather.
Oh, Featherfall. Oh, I do, yes. I think it has to be a creature, though.
Well,
So
I
I can
mean,
choose
if,
creatures that are fall.
well, if somebody kind of dropped with said
Oh,
piano and
oh, I
we
just,
had
I
a
see.
rope,
Yeah,
then
I thought you were proposing like shove the piano down a hole and Featherfall it.
I don't
I
want
do
to
like
test
that
that.
idea better, but
I don't want to test it. I'll start walking over towards piano room.
Okay.
Ember, it's over here. You're not going to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
out
I
of
just
heavy
wanna-
lifting.
Just wanna, you know, check something here. One sec.
Where are you off
As
to?
I limp over to the chessboard and I look and see if any of the other pieces have fallen.
ooh, I forgot about that.
Ooh.
So, yeah, there is a piece that's fallen over.
And I remember one of the pieces on one side they were all angels, and the other side was all demons. I
That's
think?
correct. Can you guess
So-
which one has fallen over?
I am
A
imagining
demon!
an angel of some.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing an angel, one of the angels.
Yeah, it has indeed. But which piece do you reckon? Whereas
Uh,
the pawns were like just what were they? They were like
Yeah.
soldiers, effectively.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the
a
king
bishop,
is missing,
maybe?
by the way. The king was never there to begin with.
Yeah.
I think it was
Well,
a
it would
rook.
be if it's
Yeah.
the queen,
I
that would
think
be
rook.
Senrith. If the king is Natasha, and the queen is Senrith, would that be weird? Mix of genders, but I mean,
The
whatever.
queen is there.
The
I
queen
guess
is
that-
there and not
No,
No,
fallen. Okay.
It's kind of funny to
no,
think
the
about.
queen has to be more powerful and cunning than Senrith would have been trapped in his little box. So I said, Bishop
I'm
or rook?
still not sure if they were actually lovers or if Senrith just loved her. I haven't really figured that out. I don't know what piece, man. I don't know, like knight, I guess. I don't know.
I would have thought the rogue.
Yeah.
I wrote rook.
Well,
Straightforward, kind of.
it's a knight.
That's a knight.
Okay.
A knight is missing from the angel. Oh, sorry, not missing, knocked over.
Hmm.
There we
And
go.
you think, you know what, Ember, roll me an intelligence check.
Fuck, sorry, I didn't mean to take up this much time, Cam.
Oh, sorry.
Quickly. Yes. Oh,
Cool.
fuck. It's trash.
It's trash, but you expect it to be a rook, but it's a knight. And that confuses you a little bit.
Okay.
It's because everyone wants a rook. Right there?
Ah, very good.
But you
Uh,
realize that this chessboard is clearly very pertinent to things. Seems to be almost like tied to the heart in some weird fashion. No one else has been in here, surely, since then.
Alright, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna look at it and oh man, I really Oh boy, I really okay. Well, the good guys, I guess.
Break the queen piece.
And I'll limp over towards the party,
Hmm.
not help them carry the piano. At least
Hmm.
not unless I'm being forced to.
Right, Grizz, Ember, help me out here.
I think you guys can handle that. I'm really sore, Tanner.
Ember, this is a group effort. Remember, we need to work more as a team, as we discussed.
Okay, I'll carry the middle.
Perfect.
Okay.
Where's Tyro? If this is a group effort,
So,
Yeah, Tyra's unconscious from the last fight.
I don't know why. Why do I have one? Oh, because I had a good berry. That's right.
Oh yeah, Dia's probably carrying Tyro.
so first of all, whoever's lifting it, is it 3 of you?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your? Sorry,
I've got a corner.
you got a corner. So 4 of you.
4, yeah.
Okay. What's your combined strength? And I mean not modifier. I mean actual stat.
8.
Oh God. Tanner Grizz.
20.
Wait, you
20.
have 20 strength.
Yeah, I
Holy
have
shit, you're a
5 of my
beast.
strength.
Poof, beast. All right.
Paladins, man. Yeah.
Okay. And Grizz,
55 total. So 10, 17, 8, 20 is 55.
wow. Yeah. This is a breeze. Then I'm not even gonna let you. No, there's no chance of you screwing this up.
Passive athleticism comes
Yeah.
through with 20.
What can
Well,
I say? I've done this once before.
Believe it or not, it's used a lot in D&D. It's just like flat strength, like totals. You only really roll a strength check if you're doing something like in the moment, like I'm going to shove this statue over, or I'm going to, yada yada. But this is just a lifting task, and you usually just use base strength. Like, are you strong enough? Yes or no. It's not like I'm going to muster the wheel. I can't do it today, guys. Sorry, bad back. You either can or you can't. So yes, in this case, you absolutely can, no problem. Tanner's probably benched pianos all day. I don't know.
I told
but
you I bench press, I dead weight, deadlift fucking piano
Grizz,
weights every day.
you got the lighter end, but that's
Tanner's
sorry.
like, I want to give them a chance to try to help out once in a while.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, he's like an asshole kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Tara, you can get the chair. That makes the most sense.
So when we get it through the door, Tanner's going to kind of stop and pause at the door and just say, "Hey guys, give me a minute," and he'll turn around. He'll set it down, turn around
Drop
into
the
the
piano.
room. No, he'll gesture to place it down. He'll walk around where the piano was,
Yeah.
just kind of inspecting, and then he'll just kind of call out and say, "I apologize for taking your instrument. However, if you would still like to play, you can feel free to follow us. I'm sure
Nobody
someone
there,
would.
Tanner. You're talking to ghosts.
I'm sure somebody would still appreciate your music."
What the crap?
All right. There's no response.
Do I get any kind of feeling at all?
Not really.
So
no.
the reason why I asked if the piano's still playing is when we first got here, remember I stopped, kind of said, "Would you mind if I join in?" Because the
did,
music stopped, and then I played with something.
Mm.
I'm taking that away from them. So I'm hoping this thing will follow us and maybe help out when I play the piano.
Well, currently,
Yeah.
when you approached the piano, you didn't hear anyone playing it.
Hmm.
You only assumed that they were either not here, but you do remember where another piano was playing itself by itself.
Damn it. Okay.
Tasha's.
Well, Dana will kind of give a affirmative nod, thinking he's done the right thing, and will rejoin the group and start carrying again.
I've been working in the hut all damn day.
Amber, you need to lift a little more your side. Here, like this.
I'm doing just fine. Trust me, this is my full effort, Tanner. You're a lot stronger than me. I bet all the girls in Weep were really into you. How do you work out so good?
Not quite.
You're being shy, Tanner. You're being shy.
Amber, please stop.
Why?
Sorry.
Paladins have an oath of chastity where you come from? They don't, as far as I know.
Not quite. I know. I know some thoughts.
Unbelievable.
Come on now, Tanner.
We're a little more free-willed than clerics, but I guess the one hasn't come up. I guess.
You've been doing too much martial sword fighting and not enough the other kind of sword fighting.
I kind of drop the weight somewhat on his side.
Ow!
Why
Come on, you're not lifting hard enough, Tanner.
God damn it.
So that's the easy part done. You've just come up to the trap door, and you realize it's a little bit of a tight squeeze. It's not going to fit. Just God damn it. It's not going to fit like sideways. Maybe diagonally. Yeah, it's tricky. Not to mention, someone's got to support the weight.
Someone wake Gyro up so he can measure this out. Yeah, poor guy's gonna die here. He's breathing heavy.
He's doing
Okay,
alright.
I'm gonna get out a bunch of the ropes and like start making a sort of rope cage around it, so that we don't have to necessarily be holding it from underneath.
All right.
And it'll just be like, I don't know. I've seen this done on like ships where you wrap it around in a sort of cage and then you attach the four corners to like other ropes so that it's holding it up from the top.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Kind of lower it down that way.
System.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but it's the same thing they do on ships.
It's like a
Right.
crane, like a net crane.
Yes, like that.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You can roll use rope. Oh wait, that's Pathfinder. You can use it'll be a survival check plus your deck rather than your wisdom.
Okay. So survival
This is about like
and
tying a knot
dex,
and such.
and dex is +5, so it should
So-
be so
so-
16.
Oh, 16. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, you see Daya is explaining this whilst she is tying it up, and yeah, the rope seems to be sturdy and well fit. It doesn't look like it's a loose rope, and all the ropes come together in a nice big knot in the middle, which everyone can help support. And it's evenly balanced as well, so yeah, I say you do a good job of that. Well,
Well,
it's just the part of lowering it.
what we could do is I could go down to the bottom of it. If we start lowering it down, I could grab it from the bottom and try and angle it as all of you are lowering it.
You can push one angle up so that it's tilted or pivoted the way that it needs to be. Yeah.
Or then
Okay.
maybe Grizz, as he's the next strongest, because I can take the rope.
And Ember and I can just keep the support, like keep it evenly from where we are, while you guys angle it how you need, and we'll hold it steady.
Hold it steady, Tanner.
Okay, so Tanner will kind of like run the rope round the door as kind of like a bit of support.
Yeah.
And
When
well,
you're holding on to it.
yeah, and we'll hold taut.
And then is everyone else like holding onto the rope as well?
I'll try to balance it from the back and make sure it doesn't fall.
And then
Good at
who's
that,
going? Who's going down?
So if one of us wants to go down to the bottom just to kind of like hold
Steady it.
the end of it, As in, like, go down into the hole, so when it lowers down, it doesn't just kind of like...
Knock on the shelf or
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Ember,
So-
if you want to do that.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Okay. All right. Ember can roll me a perception check as you go back down into the hole,
No.
I
Good at
trust
that.
in you.
and the rest of you guys can. This time you can make me athletics checks. And if someone wants to aid another to give advantage, you can do that instead.
I think that maybe if that aids a me and Grizz roll.
Uh,
Diary
I
Does it
fire.
roll like that?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
Right,
crap.
Wait,
no,
hold on. Where
what?
the fuck did that gift come
No.
from?
I didn't know you could do
No.
gifts.
No.
Wow. To the left, to the left.
that's new.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is that a natural one?
That is not the natural one we wanted right now.
Oh my god.
I dive out of the way.
Wait! I've got bacon grease in my hand.
Oh,
Oh my
fuck.
god. No.
It's alright.
One-
It's slipping.
It's alright. I got a 26, so...
I mean, yeah, your 26 is
Dire.
great. That one
With
is
the 26,
awful.
you're pretty much holding it up on your own from underneath.
God
Oh
damn
my
it.
Jesus. Oh. Hold on.
Alright.
Okay, so Ember, you're making sure that the piano comes down steadily, and you're watching, see if it's not in en route to like
Looks
hitting
good,
anything.
looks good. To the
And then
left, to
suddenly
the
the rope
left.
slips, like, massive,
No! God, to the left!
like, and Ember nearly takes a. Oh my god, you're underneath as well. Oh
yeah,
god.
that's what I said. I dive out of the way if this thing.
Yeah, dive. Make me that deck save.
Oh,
Oh no.
more concerned with my own preservation than the preservation of this piano. As I'm very, very sore.
You know what?
Yeah.
For once, I can't blame you for that.
Okay, 17. Thank God. You don't get knocked out from a piano landing on you like Acme style, but you do see the piano kind of like tilt to one side as it hits onto the shelf.
That's too
shatters
much
it,
to the left! Oh,
Oh.
shit! Ah! Grace!
and
Grace,
your,
come on!
your total average, by the way, even with the one, was 11, which is like, ugh. And so the piano does kind of like, as it kind of like smacks into one of the shelves, tilts to the left. Everyone else feels the rope kind of like tug.
Harder, Grace!
I'd like Grizz to make me a dexterity saving throw as well.
What are we trying to do with the deck save? For the thing to not fall off?
Yeah,
I
you
guess
might
you
fall
see,
in.
you see this coming, so danger sense is active.
Can Grizz actually try it? Oh wait, sorry. Is it Tanner? You're downstairs, right?
No, I'm holding on to the rope.
Okay. Can Grizz, because he
Just-
would have thought of how important the piano is to Tanner. Let me have a look at my hit points real quick. Yeah, it's fine. Can Grizz just take the brunt of the piano to be the cushion so the piano doesn't get damaged?
Well, what's happening right now is because the weight slips from your grasp, as you try to grab it again, you're grabbing a hold of weight, which is pulling you down like momentum with it. And that deck save which you're about to roll is to make sure that you don't get pulled into the hole and on top of the piano.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
But if you pull off something crazy, then yeah, you can absolutely get in front of it.
Deck saving is right now.
Mm-hmm. I guess with advantage because you've got danger sense.
9.
It's not great.
Well, Grizz, you're falling down the hole with the piano. And Ember, you've dived out of the way. But
Furthermore!
I mean, is that happening?
I don't know. I don't think
He's
so.
unconscious. We have to bring him back. He's
Oh, yeah,
unconscious.
Charles.
He's not alive. Like he's stabilized, but he's
What's wrong with
unconscious.
you? What's wrong with people? Tyra's unconscious. Oh,
That's what I'm
Jesus.
saying. Is there a way we can get this guy up? Like he's literally
dead here.
Well, we don't have anything until we rest.
Music
I've
first,
got my
healing
berry. I have
afterwards.
berries.
Okay.
I thought I fed the Tyro a berry.
Fed me a berry. That's why I've got one health.
Oh my god.
And
Alright,
also,
Grizz, you
Dust
take
will be able
four-
to heal anyway.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, Grizz, as you
Ow.
land on top of the piano. And Tanner and Dyer, you now feel the weight of Grizz on top of the piano in addition, well, to the piano. So I'd like you both to make new athletics
Oh
checks.
god. What a clusterfuck.
Uh, Yay! 15.
Okay, it's
Not bad.
average.
Okay.
This time you feel the rope kind of
It's
turning in
average,
your
thanks.
hand, slipping from your grasp. But you do, I guess, Dyer, you've got a hold of the rope at the closest to the edge, and you're now lifting up rather than pulling. And Tanner, you get pulled towards the edge of the wall, and you can steady yourself on the door frame, which you hear like creaking.
Chris, what are you
With my
doing?
legs, right? Not with my arms. So really, I've got a pretty good center of balance
Exactly,
here.
yeah.
Yes,
You've
I
got
know
a
how to
good-
work this.
A good leverage, and you manage to lower the piano down to the ground with Grizz atop it as well.
Sorry. Sorry.
Just get off it, Grizz.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Chris, you're a madman!
You can
He's, like,
hear
laying on it, like,
Tanner
probably
like
one of your,
you can hear
probably like one
Tanner
of your French barbarians.
whimpering in the background.
Oh dear.
I'll
Well-
go inspect the piano, and if there's any kind of damage that's small,
Mending.
I'll use mending.
Yeah, my boy! I was
that-
so hoping.
That saved a botched roll later on, because I was gonna say that due to the damaged nature of the piano, you would have had a bit of a trouble playing it. But there are some bent things here and there. You can see a crater where Grizz's ass fell on it, and no offense, Grizz. But yeah, he is a heavy boy. So you do fix up the strings and the.
You have to pay me for this later, Tanner. I don't do this shit for free. If you're gonna put me to work, at least pay me. This is bullshit. I got time for this.
You'll see Tanner's
Buddy, we're
head
all working
poke
on
out.
commission in the hut. Just chill.
I know, but like this is manual labor, Daya.
Also, I thought people worked for you.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
You ain't
Oh,
get
God.
paid shit.
well, workers get paid, Tanner. That's how it's fair. That's how the economy works, Tanner.
What does
Remember that when you're selling.
Well, I don't get paid much, Daya. They just get paid.
Ember's mending actually look like? Just out of curiosity.
It would be kind of like welding, I guess.
Welding.
Nice.
Yeah. A lot of heat based.
Like a little blowtorch. It's like.
Yeah. my finger is like ironing out the imperfections of the
But it
wood,
actually
and
fixes it. Yeah.
there's definitely some burn marks after he's done. It's not a good job. It's just a job. It's functional.
So, yeah. You kind of rebend the turning pin. There's a hammer rail that got completely dented. You fix that. And then there's the muffler felt, which you accidentally set alight with, and you kind of like pat it out quickly. Yeah. Most of the keys look, they're all straight now. They're all good.
The hammer rail, I would definitely a primary focus, as that's
Yeah.
very
That's
important to the sound. Tanner's
absolutely
beautiful
right.
music. I do remember that Tanner's music is a very important thing, as it produced this wonderful poncho that I got.
Okay. All right, so you've got the piano down, and at this point you can just wheel it around into the next room. So I'll take you there.
I feed Taro and Emberry.
Oh yeah, thank God for that. Wait, this is you climbing back up. You left Tyra up there on the little stool.
Just grabs him by the foot and drags him over.
Where are you guys?
It's like a fly, you fools.
This is how much work you have to do to get a long rest in this game.
All right. Well, the good news is he comes back on 1 HP. Bad news is roll a D100.
Bad or better news.
I'm standing as far away from Tara as possible.
Tyro's rolling a D100.
It's true. It could be more good news. Yeah, whichever one you feel comfortable with. $85. Okay. So,
Fireball centered on self.
84, sorry. 84 is... What? Okay.
He's not laughing,
Um,
at least.
Choose... Okay, so... Oh, God. Roll 2d8.
Yeah.
God.
Tyro, roll 2d8. As you see Tyro come to consciousness, this is actually pretty cool, in fact. This might be something you could flavor in a bit. But Tyro comes to consciousness and his eyes suddenly shoot open as the magic is released from the berry and into his body. And it channels through, well, one area that is mostly used for a number of different spells in Tyro's arsenal, and that is beams of furious arcane energy erupt from his eyes. And because you're leaning over him, feeding him the berry, Grizz, I'm going to say that you are the first person to see this, and these beams of fiery energy erupt. And
No.
you take
What?
2d8 fire damage. So if you could roll that, Tyro. That's a real, like, Cyclops taking his mask off kind of deal. From the X-Men, that is. So you take 9 points of fire damage.
Not the
Ow,
from the
ow.
Odyssey.
Yeah, all that.
9 damage. Okay.
Oh, my eyes!
Are you okay?
Ugh. I mean, I'm not blinded or anything where they can
No.
see. Yeah. Oh. Oh, what an awful experience. I dreamed I was stuck in some sort of hut, and you were there, and you were there.
Hi, Tyro.
You're still
Oh,
here.
no.
Guess where you still are.
Oh, well,
Uh,
back to work, I suppose.
we won't take offense if you
We
Take
carried the
offense.
piano.
you're a little disappointed. Yeah.
Slaps
Grizz,
piano. I'm hoping to
got a
fit
ride
many
on the
heels in
piano.
this bad boy.
I
Bye bye,
support
dragon dogs.
10 pounds of the piano with my mage hand.
Oh, thank you.
As much as I'm contributing.
It doesn't matter. Oh, bye, Grizz. Sorry, I accidentally deleted Grizz.
What have you done?
It's a paladin thing, I'm sorry.
Oh god, and where's the piano?
I'm really
Yeah.
tired.
But
Are
yes,
we
welcome back,
lunch
Tyro.
break yet, Tanner? We're working really hard here.
Looks a lot different. That looks different.
Wow, you really got rid of the detail, didn't you?
Which one is it? There it
There it is. Okay.
is. You just, yeah, if that was the,
He's got like 5 pianos.
the
at
magic,
his
the wild magic surge. Like the piano sprout. 2d4 piano sprout from existence. Alright, so you wheel this thing around. It's got a little star on it, how cute. It needs some grease.
Cool, yeah, wheel that all the way back to the ferry road.
As you're wheeling it by, the
Well,
the well sits there unattended. Cahoots even hops onto the edge and peers down with his beady eyes. Sees nothing but a kind of weird black sticky substance kind of all melded to the bottom.
I think it was Tyro that picked up that paper, though.
Hmm.
I don't. Did we read that last time? I don't remember that at all.
Just
Yeah.
Tyro.
Yeah,
The
just
scroll
Tyro's
thing?
side? Yeah,
You're talking
with
about the scrap of paper? Yes.
with the message about the
it-
sister.
Well, we all heard it, is my recollection, because it like picking it up triggered a magic mouth spell.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I don't know if I want to look in this well right now. Oh my god, that's scary. I have 1 health.
What does Kahoot see?
Cahoot sees
Cahoot-
a kind of tar-like substance that's dried, and it's all like stained upside the brickwork. It looks like just a big old sticky black mess down there. Like you can't tell what is in it. But
Right.
I guess you can still roll a perception check regardless, just because. There's always these things I've seen out of nowhere called natural 20s. That's still really good though. 22. There is something solid. It looks like it has a shape to the rest of the kind of sticky mess, but it's covered in the same texture and color, so it's hard to pick out. But there does seem to be something angular, maybe like a hexagon, or it's hard to tell. It looks like a round, semi-round object in there, like an octagon or hexagon shape.
What? How big are we talking roughly?
Oh, only about. It could fit in this. It could fit in the palm of your hand.
Oh, okay. So it's pretty small.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. Tyra will. How far away is it down in the well?
It's at least 20 feet down.
Hmm.
It's a long well.
Yeah. While we're all getting that, Tyra will follow everyone else up, but he's making a note to himself and on the map. He might go back and cast detect magic later.
Okay. All right. So everyone wheels the piano back into the. You can move your tokens around. As you're going back, though, there's another thing you see. That is, all 4 of these wingless dragons have taken up their post again. And they seem to be patrolling this doorway here. Not necessarily the stairs. They don't seem to mind those too much. But they've all seemed to grouped up around here.
Are they growling like they were before? Like
No,
at the
they're
door?
not.
Or they're protecting it?
Yeah, they're standing back to the door, facing you
Okay.
guys.
Wonder what's in
Guarding.
there, Daya.
I don't know. That's very interesting, though. Suppose it would help more if we knew what these creatures were, what they were made for.
I think they're guardians of some kind.
Protecting
I
something,
really
but whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I...
Oh. Man, I'm tired, Daya. They don't pay me enough for this.
They're paying you for this?
They fucking better be, Daya, or there's gonna be some grievances that fly out of this.
You may be tired, but I'm tired.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that was
that's a
not
good
one of your
Taro.
better ones.
That's a good one.
That's how we know you're
I'm,
real
I'm,
exhausted.
I've just come back from being knocked unconscious. I don't have time to think of the good ones.
Look, rest up a little more. Maybe you'll figure something out better.
Hey, Ember,
Or,
Yeah.
who told you to kill Senrith?
What? I didn't kill Cedrith. I mean, kinda. It's complicated, Chris. Not in here.
But
Why?
who told you?
Chris, not.
well, it's a,
Tanner,
it's a
Tanner, make
fairly
him
simple
stop.
question.
Not in here. This is the bad place for this. This is a bad place for this.
No, this is the pool of relaxation. We trust everybody.
They,
Yes, anxiety is
gonna
for the
back
outside.
out of the room.
He steps out of the room.
Where did they go?
You just hear Ember screaming in the distance.
Whisper to
People have
Daya, like,
object permanency.
Daya, can you please tell Chris to just give me some time, please? He's so
Why don't you tell him
frustrating. He
yourself?
takes my things, Daya. He takes my things and then he questions me. It's really inappropriate.
Well,
You're inappropriate, Chris.
Peaks. Grizz
Why don't you
peaks
come
like
into the
that.
relaxation room? Maybe everybody can calm down a little bit and we can discuss this.
As long as he stays on his side and I
Turn
stay
out to
on mine. That's
Adventurers.
your side, Grizz, by the piano. I'll be on the other side.
I have an idea that might help. So being
Hi there, Granny.
being in a merchant, like a merchant city or a port city, sorry. Would I have heard any like music that was played from the sailors from Gaidia? Or Gaidia.
Oh, That's a tricky one.
Because I must have heard like a shanty or two.
I think so. Tell you what, you can roll me a history check.
Oh, sweet! I'm awesome at history checks.
Yeah, you heard this one. What was it? Being a pirate is alright to be. You
The
are a
bastard
pirate.
son of the Sultan. Maybe not that one.
Yeah, you have heard some, and they all talk about slandering the Sultan because they got away with it with singing it in Weep. God, you wouldn't be caught dead singing it in Guidia's port, but my God.
But did I pick up the kind of tone of the music?
I guess. But the thing is you're trying to harmonize with dust here,
Oh,
not
okay.
necessarily put on an original. But she does flutter down and onto the piano and says, "You've returned. Ah,
Hopefully we found something that's going to help.
a fine instrument." And she looks over it, sort of flitters around, admiring its qualities. What's these burn marks?
I wanted to give it more of a personal touch, and so I...
Ah, you added flame decals.
Exactly, yes. Maybe this long rest might go a bit quicker.
You should also add racing stripes.
Just one white stripe.
Yeah. Are you ready for the performance? Or what type of tune shall we play? Something peaceful. Something like running water. Yes.
Well, I'm
Something
sure
that
I can follow.
exudes mystical energy.
How about chopsticks?
Sorry?
No? No one? Okay.
Did you
Right.
say?
Ah,
I said, how about
Chopsticks.
chopsticks?
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
Do you know Heart and Soul?
Heart and soul.
the willows in the wind. That's a good one.
Can you play some Imagine Wagons?
Flight of the Bumblebee.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
Imagine wagon.
How about you follow my lead
Of
and
course.
try to harmonize with me?
Very well.
Would you like to dance, Miss Daya?
I think we've proven that I'm no good, but as long as that doesn't matter, I'd be
I can
happy
take
to.
the lead this time.
Okay.
It's gonna
Sure.
be like...
Do you
Right,
do
you put your
waltz,
hand on
or
my
do you-
shoulder,
Uh-huh.
that, and then you have to put your other hand like up like this, and then our palms touch, and then we do the music. You go like left, left, right, left. No, your other left.
It's gonna be like the Hulk and
Sorry.
Loki.
Mine, you're
Yes.
your left, wait. Can I just stand on your feet and you can just move?
Oh yeah, I
Do
can do.
Okay.
Come on, guys, we're waiting.
Oh, yes, after you, Duff.
All right. So she begins strumming on her tiny harp, and it is indeed a mystical kind of trickling water sound. It sounds like little raindrops, and it goes up in a melody and then down in a melody, then up, and it almost feels like this breathing in and out, and it's peaceful, calming, but also alluring and mystical at the same time. And she's sprinkling kind of glitter and dust into the air as she spins around and pirouettes through the air. And she seems to almost being trying to mimic the movements of Grizz and Dyer with her own, and is sort of dancing with her harp as if that was her dancing partner. And I guess a little trail of her pixie dust almost makes an outline of her as well. It kind of does the same thing. Granny Whittaker's smiling along, tapping her foot on the floor. And you can roll me a performance check, Tanner.
Yeah, I'll begin following up with almost like a melodic harmony, like in the background,
Hmm.
just almost filling the tone and keeping the rhythm. And here we go.
Oh,
Do I have?
Come on, man.
I've been so out of practice.
I need
Well,
a
it's better than
rest.
last time, that's for sure. So, I'd like Grizz and Dyer to also roll me a performance check. And instead of rolling, like, adding charisma, you can add your dex, as this is a dance.
okay.
Sorry, guys, all that
10, so
work.
10 plus 5 is 15.
Oh,
Oh,
God, what the
Oh,
worst.
These rolls
wow.
are just awful.
Wait,
Wow.
You know
wait, no. It's a 5.
what? Ah, cool. And, and Dyer's is a
Dies a 15.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. You know what? Maybe we're all having an off day, and she will roll her own because maybe it's not just you. Maybe it's the dice. So she'll roll her own d20 and see what.
do I feel some sort of assistance rolling?
Yeah.
See, it's not just you.
Yeah. Okay, I feel better.
Do I feel some form of assistance rock up in a chair beside me?
You don't. No, you have to go get it, dude. There's
This
no
music
enough-
sucks.
Go get the help if you want the help.
Guys, we need a plan.
So hold on, let's
This is-
stop the
this-
track.
This is, yeah.
There's record scratch. She says, "It's the hut. I feel it is in too much dismay. There's too much discord. Oh, maybe you need to. Yes, that's it. Perhaps once the creatures have been put back in the menagerie or been dealt with."
I'm
They
tired,
might be-
Dust. I'm too tired to deal with creatures in the menagerie. That's not
Oh,
my
yeah.
problem. I'm really tired. I just want to sleep here. Like we just get things in order for a change. Everything's so
Can
crazy.
I mean, he's not wrong. Is there a way that we could rest up and try again? We're all pretty much at the end of our rope, and
Indeed.
music may not be our best skill at the moment. I'm feeling a little clumsy. I think Enner probably is a little too tired to put in some real
Feel a little
emotion.
dead.
Does that?
She offers. I can only offer a small drink from the fountain that may rejuvenate you a little bit more. Which you can, by the way, if you wish to drink.
Pox
There
on your
is-
fountain water. I want to sleep. I'm
Remember, shut up.
tired.
Well, I'll take it anyway. It's better than nothing. You can each roll a hit dice free of charge. Like it doesn't actually cost you any hit dice, and heal for that same amount.
9. Yo.
Or just the hit dice, not the
Yeah,
one.
hit dice. Which is slightly better than last time.
Tanner's going to
I
refuse the
think that
drink. in its
that did
instant.
help.
Going to keep trying to play.
Can I drink Tanner's share?
Am I back at 0 hit points somehow? Or is that just... Was this from the last token?
It probably is the last token, which
Okay,
doesn't make
yeah.
sense. 'Cause these
I'll
should be
just-
tied to you.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. Let me just check.
How did that one tune go again? Oh, like this? No, that's not right.
Hey, Tanner, do you want a berry? Maybe it'll make you play better.
Do you know what? Fuck it. Today's not getting any better. Sure, why not?
Hey,
Yeah,
you
Tanner, do some drugs. Party on, dude.
down to
Yeah, I'll
3.
roll that D100. 43.
Feed him a berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're desperate, Chris. We're desperate.
I see you are, yeah. Oh my god. Well, that would have helped for the piano. Your strength score is double. No, wait, that's reduced. My bad. That's the one below it. Your strength score is reduced by 6 to a minimum of 1.
Yeah, I think you've been banging on those keys a little too hard. Maybe a bit more gentle.
No, wait,
But
wait,
maybe this is an
Grizz.
event. Maybe he's not pounding quite as hard, and he's able
I
to be
was
more
about to
delicate and
say.
sensitive on the keys.
Exactly.
You know, it's a real lightness of touch there,
Okay,
right? Yes.
Dust, can you give
Use your
me...
pinky fingers.
Dust, can you give me like a soft, humble tune?
I can.
Again, I
begins-
don't want to.
Playing slowly, but she says, but like I've said, this hut, it's in need of peace before I can offer a greater boon.
Tanner
Tanner?
takes a deep breath.
Yeah. Yeah, just relax for a bit, and then Grizz is gonna walk up behind you. Okay. And Grizz is gonna put his hands on your shoulders and start giving you like a nice massage. Okay, you're a little too tense there, Tanner. Just you breathe a little bit.
Oh, yes, this is good. This is good.
Remember when we first met? That we was in the forest. Remember? Think of God, what's his name? I think of Brago. Like he was really like, like he had a lot of sayings, didn't he? Like think about one of his sayings. Like I don't know. I don't actually remember any of his sayings.
Gyro!
Don't eat yellow snow. Yes, that man was very wise. Okay.
Okay, go.
Fuck!
Cut the music. Nope, really, I'm serious. Go kill a Hydra and then come back and we can talk.
Gyro, this way!
Right, I'm going to my room. I can't play in these kinds of situations. Ember's staring at me. I've got Cahoots staring at me. I have stage fright. Fuck you guys, I'm going home.
Jumps in the fountain.
Cooch is just shaking his head sadly. It's like, you've disappointed me.
Diet is gawking. I don't think I've ever seen him like frustrated and pissed off as much before.
In fact, no.
Tanner, you're going the wrong way!
Oh no, he's probably like,
Not that way!
this
Where's
won't
he
do.
going?
I'm going to go back to my room.
This
I
way!
think I need to rest a little. As soon as he leaves the room, then he's like, fuck this shit. Fuck it.
Throws it down again, starts kicking.
I was gonna sit down at the piano and he wants to study it to see if he's never like really played the piano before or anything. He wants to study it to see if, based on what he's seen about his companions, if there's a way that if there's anything he understands about like the way to play the piano that would sort of most be in harmony with what Dust is trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you can roll me just a straight intelligence check, I think. Would be fitting. Okay. We definitely heard the kind of melody, the rise and fall, so you want to be going up and down the keys. A light touch probably needed, like a small tinkling of the keys. Like they were tippy-tapping across the across the board, but it seems like the melody that she's really looking for is quite complex and not something that you would be able to just do off the top of your head to match. Maybe sheet music would help. Having it all wrote out would definitely be an assistance. And I mean, you're good with writing things out.
How about so I'll turn to Dust and say, that is a very curious tune. I wonder if we might collaborate on a composition that would get you what you want. Perhaps a bit of sheet music to elaborate on the structure of this harmony that you're describing.
Oh, I've always usually winged it, but she kind of flutters her little wings. I suppose to be on the same page. She gestures towards where a page would be. I think we do need to collaborate. But I have no parchment here.
Oh, I'm very prepared for that. I pull out my notebook and flip to an empty page.
I see. Then, perfect. I will assist you in how to compose this. She kind of starts going over the the general kind of melody that she has in mind, and starts helping you kind of etch out the notes and treble, double clefs and stuff. You can tell I don't play music either.
Do, re, mi,
Oh
fa,
God!
sol, la,
Please,
ti.
no, Ember, you're going to wake the dead with that, or worse.
You're gonna
She
wake up the
says as
dead.
Snurg enters. I heard a really strange sound, guys. Oh, hi everyone, by the way, I'm here. I've returned.
Oh,
Hey,
Stern.
Snug, long time no see.
Yes, I
Are
see
you okay? We heard like shit's going down here in the hut.
Yeah, it's really bad. And also, there's a big smashed mirror.
Yeah, I thought you should probably clean that up, Snurg.
Yeah, was that
Sorry
you?
about that. That was us.
Yeah,
That
how
was.
did I guess?
We apologize.
Yeah.
It was an accident. Yep.
You
Right.
didn't cast mending on that one, did you?
Wait, I didn't know what I gassed on anything. You watching me, Snurg?
No?
Yeah, I
Oh.
think so.
Eh.
Why are you watching me, Snurg?
It's okay, it's okay. I mean, Chelsea didn't like that mirror anyway.
Who?
Chelsea. Oh, God, probably the worst name I have to pronounce in the hut. Give me this. Give me that. He takes the quill out of Tyro's hand and writes it onto the page.
I think we just
Yeah.
broke Chris.
Yeah.
Fuck, guys. Fuck, guys. Don't let me say this twice.
Oh no, poor Snow.
Okay,
Yeah,
Snurg. So
She looked
they,
at She looks after the art in the what's it called? The art gallery? Yeah,
the
that one.
chicken night. The chicken night.
Is it chicken night?
Wait, what?
We made her costume. She looks like a chicken night.
Oh yeah, no, that's not it. It's an art gallery. It's near
Art
there.
gallery.
Hmm.
Oh. Why
Snurg,
don't
you've been
we
holding out on
get her?
us.
Well,
Does she know anything about music?
not really. She's more like into like tapestries and like sculptures, statues, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Hey, Snurg.
You've probably seen some on your way in. Yes, that's it. Your head planting into the piano was the perfect sound. Or was that Snurg? Like Snurg with the inspiration. That was all you needed. Oh no.
Snurg. Oh my god, I'm dying.
Tyro just sets his notes aside. It's like, well, that was pointless. Well, we need it. This is a special ingredient.
What do they pay you around here, Snurg? How much do you get paid for what you do? The manual labor that you
Hey.
are. Yeah.
Right.
What do they pay you?
Bread.
How much is bread?
It's pretty yummy. It's mostly stale, but it's the best bread I've still had.
Tanner,
Yeah,
you owe me bread.
I've not selling for much bread.
I'll take 2 loaves of bread, because I work better than Snurg.
I can't even live off bread actually. I need meat. Yep, sustenance. God damn it.
I'm so
You
hungry.
want some jerky?
Oh, yes please.
Very nice. It's like lizard jerky.
Mm.
You know, in the kitchen. Here you go.
Oh, this is one of the delicacies. Oh, that's good. Anyway, I don't actually know why I'm here. I just heard some music, and I thought I'd come by and also tell you that there's a Hydra loose in the training room. So
Yeah, I don't know why. That's
Can
Snurg,
you,
hey, these go to the rooms, right? Over here? Point.
wait,
Our
this one over here.
bedrooms.
The guest
Sorry.
quarter. It says,
I
yeah.
can't see which one you're pointing at.
Sorry. Orange ping.
Oh yeah, that one. What did you ask about it? Sorry.
I'll just ask him if this goes to the bedrooms.
Not your bedrooms.
A bedroom at least?
Some bedrooms, yeah.
Maybe we can bamboozle one for a night.
Which way
Okay,
is the
thanks.
quickest way that we can get back to our rooms?
Well, it's not safe anywhere at the moment. Everyone's on high alert until the thingy-mabobs have been found. What's it called? The menagerie creatures. And also, if everything starts going dark, run away. Or gray. That's bad. That's a bad sign.
Yeah, we've noticed that.
Yeah.
Do you have like a way to shut the doors to trap it in one particular place? If it's in the training room, lock the doors in the training room, or maybe use
Yeah,
the Castellan staff to block some of the entrances,
Oh,
something
that's
like
a good.
that.
That's a good idea. Wait, who's got that
I
staff?
don't know how.
Not us!
Pyro does. I don't know if
No,
he's
he
awake or
doesn't.
not. Doesn't he?
Yeah, no, Tyra does.
That's what we can use.
Okay.
Hey, Snug.
Yeah. Sorry, I
I'm
wasn't answering to
I'm
Snark.
Wait, you're Snark?
No, sorry, that was just a ill-timed interruption. Please.
Really tired, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Now, I was just wondering, you've been here for a while, right? Like, probably
Mhm.
forever.
And
You know, there was, and you've been to the menagerie like a lot of times, right?
yeah. Few times.
And do you know who Senrith is?
He was a fallen Ashima.
And where is he right now?
He's not in the menagerie, that's for sure.
Okay, so he left like a long time ago.
Well, he should have been in there. He was being punished,
Right.
but
Okay.
now I'm not so sure where he's gone. So,
Okay, no, never mind.
okay. Careful, just looking around every corner. But you look like you're safe in here, for the most part. I don't know.
Not really like rest up in here at the minute. Do you have like some sort of place where you store like emergency health potions, so we can take care of this, or whatever we need to take care of, so everything goes back to normal?
The green hag usually look after the potions, so you could ask them.
Okay,
Yeah.
we could.
If you need some potions right now, at this moment. You'd be in their debt though, I guess. But they haven't been making healing potions of late. They've been doing other stuff. Weird stuff.
I don't
Fair
suppose you
enough.
have a back catalog of potions.
They wanted me to
Doc.
be their experiment project,
dear.
but I declined. I said no.
Good
That's
for
a
you.
good decision, Snurg. You just keep on fixing things. But your performance as of late has been atrocious, I must say.
There's no need for that, Amber. He's just trying his best.
Not
China
as
is
bad as
best
the
world.
performance I just had. Anyway, so on to
Excuse me, but neither of you two feel like you need to say bad things about each other in this room, because this is a room of peace and tranquility.
I
Well,
just
this-
feel peace in my mind. That's all.
But Tyro's hot. Can't we get it?
That's true.
Pyro?
Could we-
You still
we-
have spells
we-
for a tiny hut. Well, imagine getting into it, getting a full like long rest, and then leaving and the whole hut's like completely destroyed.
To be honest, I think
That's
I'm
why I
okay
was
with that.
thinking if we could somehow block the Hydra in, and so that it's at least, if not dead, then at least trapped for 8 hours, then we can get a long rest and come back and deal with it.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean,
but
that's
if we
gonna work.
hide ourselves away, then that's 8 hours that it has to wreck the rest of the hut. Not to mention the devil shadow demon thing.
What
What
if we
about
cut the Hydra's head off?
As long
I
as
don't
we
know what a Hydra
cauterize it
is.
afterwards, the legend says we should be fine.
And Granny Whittaker just like, I don't think that's right. Do you not know the legends?
No,
What?
we've got a
What?
fire guy. As long as we cauterize the head so it can't grow back. Yes.
Yeah, they think Grizz is on the same page, but yes, he.
Well, he's got the
Granny?
right idea. I forgot Granny was here, to be honest.
Are we not supposed to
Granny.
chop his head off?
Granny, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So you like to look into the fires, right? See, outcomes and divine futures like Tyro.
I do, but I'm rather tired right now.
No, I don't want you to do it. That's not what I asked.
Okay.
I just wanted to know, have you ever looked into the fires and seen any outcomes for the hut? Any kind of futures, the end results, if you will, of things with the hut?
I'm afraid when I try to look that far, it's shrouded, trapped. It feels like I'm stuck in a box I can't escape from. It's bizarre. But I
Tyro, you
believe
hear this?
that the hut itself is beyond that of future sight.
That's
Have you
very
ever
interesting,
seen
Granny.
the hut in the background of other people's visions? I mean, not about the hut itself, but surely inhabitants of the hut would have futures where you could see the hut itself as a setting, whether it's continuing or growing.
People come and go from here, but if you're asking what happens to the hut when people are here, they've... Again, that pathway leads me to a blank. That's not to say I can't see it, but rather it's unseeable. It's in the first place. There's a certain point of divergence. I can see if people come and go from the hut, but if something else happens, so they do something to the hut, well, I don't think that future exists in this world. I think it... She thinks for a moment. I'm gonna roll her intelligence check.
I'm half tempted to just say yuck it and just do a long rest.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I think we might have to, guys.
We might have
Yeah.
to. We can't
Bad
survive
shit's
a fight.
gonna happen, but we're toast.
One theory is that perhaps it jumps into another future from another world. To scry that would be... Well, I would need to pick up where I left off in that world, I guess. Perhaps it creates another entire universe in itself. It's hurting my head.
That sounds really complicated. Perhaps when you
that sounds
scry, you
delightful.
change the future. Sorry, go ahead, John.
Oh no, Tyro's just excited by this Granny Whittaker's postulation of the many worlds hypothesis.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting to. This is that when she scries, it's almost like she creates a world by doing it, an alternate potential turn of events that changes the potential turn of events that really happen. It's all really mind-boggling.
Mm. She says she hits a block when she tries to figure out what the future of the hut is.
Uh, I think that the denizens of the hut, Granny, would probably have a lot to do with the potential future outcomes of this hut. But right now, I don't know, man. This hut's in danger. We need to rest. This is. I'm not a defender of the hut or anything, but I also don't want to die here.
But then we need to
Sure.
get on. We need to go and rest up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can deal with it once we're at our full strength. We
So,
can't do anything
duh.
in this state.
So you said we can't sleep here, right?
You... oh, that's Grinny Whittaker. You can try, I suppose. It's an uncomfortable hard flooring, but this area is a place of peace.
Okay.
You had a tiny hut?
A hut.
Would the effects of relaxation affect inside the hut?
That's a good question. No one's ever cast a tiny hut within this area.
Oh,
Little
What if we
gnome,
left the
little
door
gnome,
open?
open your door.
what does
Show me
Sarah
your
think
hut.
about
Show
the
me your hut.
consequences of doing that?
I guess it would be like a separate area, not a different plane, but it would be an area that blocks off magic. So yeah, that could feel different. It'd be a room within a room.
Argue Grizz freely.
I think literally anything is good.
I agree. I think even if the floors are tiled and uncomfortable, the psychic effects of the relaxation would be of more benefit. And I don't know about you fellows. I'm about to collapse pretty much anywhere I can get horizontal.
Well, here, let
I'm-
me play you some relaxing music to sleep to.
Thank you. Do you know
No
anyone
more
else
of that,
around?
Tanner. You're trash.
Trash, I have you know, I am a master. Ish.
You dumped all your talent into this poncho of mine, and ever since then,
What is that?
it's been just one bad
What's that
song
thing?
after another.
Well,
What is
It's like
it?
you got the yips.
it's been a stressful few days. Tanner pulls out his roll mat and just
It's,
sets up
stick
his
to your guard
meditation.
duty, okay? You're doing great there. Keep me
What was
alive.
that thing that-
That's
You saw a rat scurry past.
Who goes there?
It was...
Yeah.
Oh my god. Was that just the wind? No, that was just a rat that kind of like scuttled past. It held close to the edge.
All right, Mr. Stewart.
It's gone. Wherever it's gone, it's gone.
Okay, guys, listen. Like, I know we're all desperate to like rest up and get back to full strength, and realistically, that is the only thing we can do. But obviously, 8 hours is a long time to, I don't know, let things happen around in the hut without us knowing about it while we're asleep. I mean, there's obviously a lot of like really powerful people here, like, you know, like Lady Mora, Jaden, and all that. Maybe they can take care of the problem. But yeah, don't really have much of a choice. So let's just go sleep, I guess.
Just
don't
remember
worry.
that.
The elves will.
Yeah, I was about to say.
These elves. You know, they sleep with their eyes open. It's kind of creepy, but you know, Dia, Tanner, you two are good like that. You can make sure that nothing happens to the rest of us.
Well, it is a deep meditation. We're not exactly on alert while we do it, but we can, one of us each take half of the 8-hour period.
I mean,
Um,
Cahoots can also watch, if that's relevant.
Dyer, you can feel free to rest up first. I think I need to
Hey,
Okay.
work out a few kinks.
I got slapped around a bit by that shadow demon's tentacle, and I don't want it to happen again. It's uncomfortable.
Well then, just rest up together. Just stay close.
Hopefully it's you and not me.
There are,
Yeah.
as Snurg said, there are rooms north, but they're usually used for special guests.
Well,
We
I
are a
think
special guest.
in here, well, he'll like reach down towards his sword, and as soon as he grabs the hilt, he just lets go. This is the reason why I think staying here would be more beneficial for us.
Very well. You're welcome to stay here. I will try to keep this place at peace. Hopefully, if anything comes in here, it shall be deterred from violence.
Well, perhaps
Hopefully.
you might be able to.
And I shall write up some sheet music for you.
I
yeah.
was going to say we can talk while the others are sleeping.
Thank you, Dust. We appreciate your hospitality here.
Okay.
And I'm
That's
going to
fine.
settle down with my back to one of the fountains.
Okay.
I can take the first watch, Rihanna.
Oh, I'm on it. So,
So, Tara, you're not casting Tiny Hut for this one, are you?
No, sounds like we have a different plan.
Okay. Alright then, so. It's gonna be interesting.
Don't say that. That just
Yeah,
yeah, make a decision.
I've never seen someone just take a sleep right in this room before. Normally, oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, if I say it, I'll sound like a dick. But I'm used to that, so I'll say it anyway. Yeah, normally I'm used to people getting the long rest from like playing well with the performance check, and they get instant long rest. That's usually why. Yeah, it's usually instant. That's why. But I guess after those failed checks, this is the kind of.
Throwing some shade there.
Yeah, it did sound it, but no, I didn't
I'll
mean it
just
that way.
Rest
So,
my head against one of these little nooks in the stone and try to sleep.
yes,
You know.
oh, come close. You can keep me warm, remember?
You're too old.
I'll sit over here then.
Thank you. Smell
You
funny
can sit
too.
next to me, Granny, with the girl. I'll keep you warm.
You smell like mothballs and strange crystal. It's really unappealing.
Oh my god.
Amber, I don't know, you've become really a little bit rude lately.
Really frustrating.
First,
Chris.
you kill Senrith, which I don't think
did.
is
I
Senrith
did.
at all. But by the way,
Chris, I'm trying
who
to
told
sleep
you to
here.
kill Senrith?
Chris, I'm trying to sleep here.
Amber, I'm just like, I mean, I thought like Tanner said that we need to start trusting each other and stuff like that. Like in a way, I think you kind of broke that trust when you killed someone without us knowing. So I think it's the least you could do is tell us who told you to kill Senrith, because it could be some part of a big plot.
What part of a big plot do you understand, Grizz?
I don't know.
Look, let Tyro figure this shit out. And Tanner, don't worry. You do the work for us. You're the swinger of the axe. The mighty conqueror of
Hey, Tanner,
mountains.
back me up here. Why can't you just answer the question?
I don't want to answer that question here, Grizz. It's a secret.
Yeah, but it's secret now that, but now it's caused all of this to happen.
I have to confess, I'm a little curious myself, Ember.
What? You? He took my gold. It's just
What
it's just
gold?
a-
Okay, first, let me reiterate that it's my gold.
Hey, Grizz, you are so frustrating. I chose to kill Senrith, Grizz, because he was the weakest. He was the easiest to kill. To satisfy the curse.
But what goes?
I'll look away from Grizz and look at Tyro.
Tyro, I was cursed.
Mhm.
The candle. Turns out when you snuff a flame out, you have to snuff more than just a flame. something I should be very aware of. If I ever meet my end, I guess would be kind of the in here, Tyro, it seems that words really have double meanings and a lot of more power than you anticipate.
Well, why didn't you just relight the candle? Easy.
It's
Yeah.
not like that, Grizz. Wait,
That's what we would have done.
that is actually a pretty. Damn it, Grizz!
No.
Why do you tell me to relight the candle?
I'm joking.
I don't know.
Come on!
It seems to make
I
sense.
thought we were
If you
teammates,
snuff
Grizz. I
out-
thought you were supposed to help me with these things.
If
You
you-
could
if
have
you
told me
snuff
just
out a
relight the candle and it
candle
would have been okay. This is all your fault, Grizz.
Your words, were not mine. You said everything is literal here. Like, if you snuff out a candle and then you snuff something else out, what if you relight the candle and then you relight whatever that is up? Your words, not mine.
You want me to go relight the candle right now, Grizz? I'm really tired.
Mine.
It's
Go
in
to
the
bed.
we gotta go back to the pot room, Baba Yaga's chamber. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Grizz, you're so frustrating.
Oh no.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm being frustrating. I'm just asking. a question.
Try not to let it get to you. It's
Yeah,
maybe just in deep breaths.
it's fine. I'll help. Here, everyone, gather round.
Gathering.
Closer. Hold on, Grizz. You're going on first watch, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye. With
Excellent.
Tana.
I'll get up and walk over. Finally, some help.
Okay. She says, slumber. 19, that's not bad. Oh, wait, yeah, it is. Okay, so starting with the lowest. Ember, no, Tyra, you fall asleep. Ember, you fall asleep. And I think that's it. I can't get any more with you. 5,
Cold
6.
God.
Yeah, she casts sleep on Tyra and Ember. Tanner, you're still awake and sorry that you die. But at least Ember's been put out. He kind of nearly falls into the fountain. Ah, there we go.
I appreciate
Everyone
that.
can
Dust.
relax
Thank you.
now then. Ember's quiet.
It's the least I could do. Do you want me to help you as well, Tanner, or?
I'm okay. I'm gonna work out a few things before.
Oh, very well. Okay, and Di, you begin your meditation. As for Grizz, I'd like you to roll a perception check as you're the one keeping watch for now. And a 15.
Again.
Doubles.
Double numbers.
Doubles. You do hear a loud. It's a sliding sound before hearing like a kind of tossle or a jumble of things. It sounds like a racket, whatever it was. It sounded like
Gosh.
maybe crates or barrels falling over. It came from the kitchen area. And
So this one,
yeah, kitchen area.
right? Who else is awake? Is it Tana?
Yeah.
Tana, I think there's something happening over there. I'm gonna have a look, okay? But I'm not gonna go too far.
Yes. Just keep me posted.
Grizz will get close to investigate to see if there's any danger close.
Doesn't look like it. It sounded like there was a, something close by, but you didn't see any danger.
The kitchen's up this way, right? Where the
Yeah.
the stairs.
So when I say the kitchen area, I did mean the freezer. You probably wouldn't have heard the kitchen from here. It sounded closer than that.
Oh, okay. Something slide, you say?
It sounded like something sliding, and then you heard a topple, like crates or barrels falling down, collapsing.
Can Grizz take a look? He'll
Yeah,
step
okay.
forward and go here. Sorry. Yeah, there. I can't. In the middle.
That's all right. Yeah, in the middle somewhere. You see the open door to this freezer. Someone didn't shut that, it seems. But there's nothing out of place in there.
Okay. What about this one here?
Do you open the door?
Uh, can he just sort of press his ear against the door first to see
Uh,
if more sound comes from it?
You do hear a kind of scratching and a wobbling sound, like wood against stone, kind of wobbling.
Okay, but it didn't sound like what Grizz heard.
Not just a second ago, no.
Okay. What about no? Grizz remembers Tana talking about a zombie there. Just leave that one alone. That's fucking scared me, by the way. Sorry. What about here?
Marcus just had a heart attack.
Okay, let's have a look. No, it doesn't. You don't hear any sound from there,
And lastly, this one here.
and no sound from there either.
Right, it's just spooky enough. Bye bye.
The
Go
only
back.
movement seems to be coming from that.
Okay. Yeah. Tana, do you remember that zombie you was talking about like ages ago? I think that was it. We're fine. As long as the door's closed. By the way, what do you think of all this like Ember business?
Tanner?
You did,
Sorry.
Cam?
Yes. Hello. Sorry. Sweet. Could you repeat that again for me, please?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, Grizz got back from the thing and just told you that it was probably just a zombie again. But yeah, kind of walked back up to you and say, alright, so Tanner, what do you think of all that Ember business?
He's still tense about the the events earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to feel there was good intentions behind what he did. But of course I'm quite a biased person based on where I come from. Everything is dealt justly and with law and order, but here there is none. But then, does that make it right if there's no law in which to stop something like this from happening?
I don't know. Like, didn't really have much like law. I mean, we had order. You know, there were rules. I don't know if it's the same thing. Like back in my homeland, like we like obviously the elders got a lot of respect because they're like the older, the wisest. So everybody listened to them. But like there wasn't like a really kind of like anything set in stone. Like I guess what you would call law. Like we just my people just believe that you protect your own and be kind, stuff like that.
Well, I think that's why I'm worried here. It's like there's no structure to anything. It's all somewhat of chaos. I mean, since I've been here, I haven't even heard Raziel's voice. I normally have, encouragement, thinking that I'm doing the right thing, but here it's almost, well, silenced. I have no guideline.
I mean, everything you've done so far, Tana, has been good. Like you've protected us really well so far. Like you've been a really good friend and a really good, companion. Like not too bad in the battlefield either, if I may say so myself.
But I'm working on instinct, Grizz. This is what I feel is right, but I have no one to... I don't know.
I mean, if it feels right, it must be right. I mean, you're pretty, you're pretty, I think you're a good person. Like you haven't done anything. I don't know what you've done in the past, but that doesn't really matter. I don't know. I don't mind the chaos much. It's just, things are really spooky here.
There.
I don't know. I feel like you've been, we obviously have all of our own reasons why we're here, but I feel like everything's just like blown up. Like it's like like there's like at least more than 10 things happening now.
But we're throwing theories back and forth. I mean, we don't even know what the real, enemy is here.
Yeah.
I mean, one moment we're saying that Baba Yaga is the evil one, and the next
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think she is. Or maybe, yeah, what if, like, maybe she did some bad things in the past, but then now she's all powerful. Like, maybe somebody, I don't know.
I mean, for all we know, he kind of looks over to the rest of the group and looks back to Grizz. For all we know, Ember could be one of them.
Yeah, I've been acting really strange.
For the fact that he's just changing his mindset with everything, and he's no longer afraid of the hut, but something's telling him to do something. We need to look into this thing he calls his candle that is snuffed out.
Yeah.
Perhaps there's
So
more to
what
that.
are you saying? Do we like just, lead him into a dark room one time, just him and you and me, and then we tie him up to a chair and start asking questions, or what did you have in mind?
I think we need to find someone that can bring the truth out of him. He keeps on calling us his assets, but I just want to be sure that we can trust him, of course. I mean, he hasn't done any harm to us yet.
Yeah. I don't know. In a way, I'm kind of worried about him. Just what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not like trying
Of
to
course.
say like he's gonna like kill us all like he did with Senrith, but
It was just out of the ordinary, We haven't been travelling for long. I just want to be sure.
anyway. Do you need a hand with that? I've never played the piano before. Can I have a go?
I fucking hate piano, so please be my guest.
So what does this key do?
Well, it makes a sound, Chris.
Okay.
I'll just start like quietly teaching Grizz somewhat how to play the piano
Excellent.
over the next 4 hours.
All right.
That'll be
Okay.
4 gold, please. But I will take brooches.
Ooh.
No
What?
bread.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
In that case, yeah. At the end of that 4 hours, Grizz watches up, and Tanner, you begin meditating. I believe Dyer then takes over, right?
Yeah.
Hey guys, so we're gonna sleep now. By the way, there was like some scraping and stuff coming from that direction where like the freezer is, so just be mindful of that. All right. Good night.
Okay. Yep, thanks. Cool.
All right. It is your time to roll a perception check.
Okay. 23.
Oh, damn, that's good. Well, okay. Let's see.
You see
Okay,
a
so-
Delve walk through, you see a Hydra. See everything. No, stop it. Just stop it.
I was literally ready with that. So don't tempt me. So it looks like Tanner's fallen asleep at the piano, but I guess he's just meditating.
Yeah. He's meditating to the piano. I'm doing like patrols around the doors, but in regularly timed not a regularly timed schedule, so anyone can't predict where I'm going to be at any moment. I keep reversing direction and going around.
Can they
sneaky,
not?
sneaky.
That's crazy. All right, tell you what then. I'll put that to the test.
Oh.
Roll me a d4, and if we match, actually it's a d3, isn't it? There's 3 entrances to here. So roll me a d3, and if it's a d3, we match. We match. 3.
Okay. 1.
Cool. All right. So you head over to this entrance here, and let's see. For just a moment, you hear something in the distance, and it does sound like it is more rattling and things going on in that room. That zombie has just not given up, still trying to claw its way open. But that freezer door is firmly sealed shut. There's probably no handle on that side of it. Though, something else you pick up just in the distance. It sounds like. What does it sound like? It sounds like a whistling wind. Like it's really faint, but you do hear it kind of. Sounds like a whipping sound, like with wind.
Mhm.
And you just hear it just faintly.
Is this coming from the freezers or from the
Mm,
dogs? Like
Well,
from the east or the west?
it did sound like it was coming from the west at
Mm.
first, where you've kind of walked over to. That's why it's attracted your
Yeah.
attention. But almost as soon as you get over here, it feels like when you walk into an area and you realize you're actually hearing the echo of something, and you're
Mhm.
actually hearing it from behind you, and it's a hard time pinning it down. You realize it is in front of you, but it's going so fast, it's whizzing straight through into the other rooms and going around because these rooms are interconnected. So when you hear a sound in front of you, a moment later, it could actually be behind you.
Does it sound like it's more than one thing? Or just that it's moving quickly?
That it's just moving very quickly. You start to trace its sound, where it's coming from, its movement, and just as you're doing that, did you see that?
Wait, what
Actually,
was
as a player, did you see that on the
I
20?
can see it, but I can't tell. There's like all the lines. I can't see what the icon was.
Yeah,
Was the goblin again? Or the rat?
bingo. Bingo. It was the goblin, and as
The
you kind of
goblin. The
just
bloody
pin it
goblin.
down, you're realizing, hang on, it's one thing. It's moving really quick. You immediately
Mhm.
see it straight past your allies like a blur, over to Granny
Yep.
Whittaker, to Tara, to Ember, to Tanner, to Grizz, and gone.
Okay. Can I anticipate? Based on its movement, can I predict where it's going to be next and kind of stick out my quarterstaff to catch it next pass?
You absolutely can. You're ready with your quarterstaff,
Yep.
waiting for it any moment now.
And the plan is to like bring the quarterstaff down before it gets there. So like trying to anticipate. It
Mhm.
might not be quick enough, but yeah. It's like when I see it here, I can't make the thing, but when I see it at the south, that's when I'm gonna strike. At the west.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You wait and wait, and he doesn't return.
Ah,
You
bloody.
realize he
Sorry.
has already done his deed. But the next time you hear a
Ugh.
whistling sound in the distance, next time you'll be ready.
Next time I will know what it is. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did he get anything from me? Did he pocket
It
my
didn't
purse?
come near you. You was awake,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't seem to risk going anywhere near you. Although it
Okay.
did go to Tanner. You saw it like
Yeah.
just a blur, just like whoop, straight past Tanner and gone.
Cool.
So, what do you notice? You can roll me another perception check to see what changed, or an investigation, either one. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
You're not
I'm
really
not gonna go peeking through everyone's pockets
Of
while
course.
they're asleep.
No.
So unless it's like, his arm on, I'm probably not gonna notice.
Yeah, no,
In all
he's got his
fairness.
full armor on. He's got his sword on. You don't see anything that potentially missing. Either he's an incredibly good pickpocket or he didn't find of anything of interest. The only thing you do notice is Grizz's loincloth is slightly ajar.
Oh no!
And that's probably
no!
Oh no.
Oh no! A jar.
yes.
Oh
And that's probably why
yes.
you probably why you rolled so bad. Is because you
Oh.
stopped looking after that.
The shocking revelation.
Yeah, I had it took like a look for just a second too long, and then immediately felt bad about it and started like looking
Mhm.
slightly past into the middle distance. Like, nope, not gonna look at anyone. This is totally fine. Oh my god, Grizz. Yep, just patrolling, looking at the doors and the walls. Not gonna think about that. My friend who is asleep and unable to consent. Yes. So she's gonna walk by and she's like clenching her hands on her quarterstaff because she's
God.
feeling like very bad about not getting the goblin and very bad about not being able to do anything for her friends and very bad about slightly perving on Grizz. So just very just trying to like focus, focus, just focus, walk. Yep, got it.
You get obviously you're on edge. You do hear a sound and you spin around to see the two wingless drakes, and they seem to be like looking around, sniffing the air. They look on alert, like a dog that's just caught wind of something, and it doesn't seem to be able to pinpoint like your own senses were only just able to kind of hear it. The ears of the dog are kind of like turning left, right, left, right. They're sniffing the air, and one of them goes back on itself, then comes back again, and they seem as confused as you are. And then after a split, about 5 seconds more, they quickly return back to their post, knowing that if they leave their post, there's potential that it can get past them. And this time, as you kind of peek around the corner just to make sure that they're back there, you notice the two sleeping whilst two keep watch, and the two that are sleeping are literally piled up against the door. Like there's nothing getting into that door without basically treading on them or moving the door into them because like it's on a hinge, obviously. And then you return back.
Yeah. I peek my head in to see if they're alert on anything other than the loot goblin. But since they seem to have noticed the same thing and they're not still agitated, I'm just gonna keep my patrol, keep watch. And I don't want to go too far into the room. Like, I don't want to leave the relaxation room unguarded.
Towards the end, at the very tail end of everyone's long rest, you're starting to expect them to wake up any minute now. And something else you notice, the light in this area, it doesn't dim, but you notice it shifts slightly. And you look across over to where the flowers are, the bloomed petals. They've mostly all closed at this point as Dust has sort of actually gone into her own flower. It's kind of like all closed up. And you're waiting there for just a moment, expecting something more. And as you look over the flowers, the petals begin to change color, like their hue begins to drain.
That's not
As soon
good.
as they do, I wake everyone up.
Okay. Everyone, you've actually...
No hesitation. As soon as
Okay.
they start, hopefully they've got all a rest.
It feels like someone's woken you up just before your alarm. Like you're used to kind of a normal rhythm, but I guess it's just a few minutes before. It's not going to interrupt your whole long rest, but so you can, for this time, restore all your hit points, half your hit die, etc.
Okay.
But you've not had time to like gather yourself or say prepare spells or anything like that.
Okay.
What? Oh, morning.
Oh,
What happened? You okay?
Yep.
what happened?
Just everybody get up. We don't have the
Ah.
lights dimmed
Ugh.
and the flowers just lost their color a little bit. So everybody on their feet. We gotta move.
Is there a gradient in the room? Is it coming from? Is it like dimmer on one side than the other, kind of thing?
It's a good question. I would say it's dimmer on the north side, but only because that side has a torch that is flickering, and you can tell that the color on that torch has drained significantly, like giving off a grey light.
Oh, curious. The same sort of effect we saw before when we were retreating from the menagerie.
Yes, the
He's
same
looking
sort
through
of
the door.
effect caused by that devil thing approaching. So, if it's coming from, I don't know. Can I tell if it's coming from the east or west? Like which direction the flowers started fading in?
But that's what Tyra was sort of asking me, because it's coming from the. It seems like it's coming from the north.
Yeah, potentially the north, and that's what you kind of could also, what's the word? Collaborate with the flowers kind of fading from the north side
Mhm.
down to the south.
Right.
Oh dear.
So where
Well,
are we
that seems
going?
bad.
East? We can't go south, can't go north, east, or west. Tyro, what's gonna be our safest bet to get farthest as possible?
As Daya is asking this question, her voice becomes more and more muffled, and until at the point it's just like.
Granny,
Oh dear.
Granny.
I'm going to suggest we evacuate.
Dash,
West. Okay.
come with us.
What's
Before we
I'm gonna run and grab Granny Whitaker and sort of take her by the arm and hustle her along.
what's the
I can't seem to move my token, but that's what I do.
before we go, I prepare the pearl of power and I use bless.
You reach for the pearl of power, and you find no
No!
pearl of power.
Oh,
No!
mother.
Wait, it's. Did you say it's gone or?
It is gone. The pearl of power is missing.
Oh, fuck the loot goblin! Right, we're killing that bastard. Okay, second level spell.
shit, boys.
God.
And
Everyone-
do I still have this
Yeah.
staff?
The staff.
Guys,
You look for
guys.
the staff. It is gone.
Oh no,
Interesting.
no, sorry.
And
Shit.
so is
Oh,
your
the brooch fabric.
and so is, unfortunately, out of everyone, sorry, Ember, your component pouch is missing.
Everybody's
No, just,
Component pouch is
just
missing.
Embers. Just Embers.
Oh shit.
I
Guy
can't
got
cast spells
nothing
now.
from
That means no material
Has
components.
anyone
else.
seen my stuff? It's. Oh my! Oh,
Where's my pearl?
as you're
The
panicking over
the
where your
loot goblin
belongings.
got it. I can apologize for it later. We gotta go now. Come on.
Dash,
Uh,
are you
Yeah,
coming?
Grizz.
Wait a second. And you see Grizz kind of feeling his crotch.
Oh no!
You! And you know,
I'm-
look up to, to
I'm
Ember,
gonna have.
grab him by his collar. Where's my gold?
Grizz, you took
Uh,
my. Nah, you bullshit, Grizz. You took my.
I hate to.
components.
Sorry, I hate
My
to
bad
break it
shit.
to you guys.
I
Sorry.
can't cast fireballs without bad shit, Grizz.
Yeah, every time. Like, you always trying to get it.
I shot
It's mine. Give it.
You stop taking my things.
Sorry,
You
out
stop
to
taking my
character, guys.
things!
Sorry, very quickly out to character, but you guys are impelled to trust each other in this room.
Oh,
It's
okay.
true.
Oh, shit.
That's
You are-
true.
Oh, yeah, it couldn't have been you. It must have been someone else
Wasn't me,
outside.
Grizz. I promise.
I-
I love
damn
you
it.
so much.
That's very curious. Look, a new friend.
God.
New
Okay,
friend that's joined us.
rewind.
I
Uh,
stick my head back in and go, boys, we can discuss it later. Let's go. Now.
Dust, you're coming,
Oh,
Dust.
There's a new friend who's just joined us, Daya.
Oh Jesus!
I've cast.
He's. We have other things to do. We'll greet him later. Come on.
Sorry, I've cast aid on myself, Grizz, and Dire.
Are you coming, Dust?
Wait, we have spell slots again? I thought we didn't get them back. We got them
You
back?
did get you got spell slots and
Get
health.
everything
Yep.
back,
You just haven't been able to prepare anything if you're a wizard.
Okay.
So
I guess
aid
you have your
is
spell spread from last time.
Aid
but-
is +5 to your maximum hit points.
I
nice.
run
Dust
after
coming?
Daya.
Dust looks like she's hesitating. She's like, but wait.
No, you have to come with us. Come, we'll protect
Oh,
you.
dear.
It's coming. Look,
We'll be
please
safe.
come with us. We'll come back here. Look there.
She turns, and even Granny Whittaker's like, oh my. Granny Whittaker's
What
left,
the
and Dust
fuck?
looks across as the stretching shadows turn into these claw-like tendrils, and they begin to whip around furiously and violently. And then, as they get to the fountain itself, you suddenly see them kind of slow down, almost like as if they've gone into sort of a slow waving motion from their violent, like whipping and slashing, and now they sort of recede slowly.
Oh my god.
And they seem to feel the floor and the walls, but they do begin to curl back on themselves, much like the actual art is showing. They seem to all like curl away and retreat back to wherever that thing was coming from. Dust said, I think we're okay. This room is, as I've said, a room of peace. It cannot belong so long as there is no conflict here.
We need to solve whatever is happening in the menagerie quickly.
We do.
Yes.
We'll come back and make sure that you're all safe. Just try and hunker down while you're in here.
Maybe Granny Whittaker should stay here so she's safe
Yes,
from Dust.
I shall. I don't have my staff. I'm useless without it.
And I'm useless without my components.
The
Yes.
Phantom will protect you. Ember, we can get you your components. In fact,
Tyro, you got any bat poop?
Hold on, let me just.
Trevor looks. I don't. That's what I use this for. And he holds up his arcane focus.
Ah, damn it. Ah,
perhaps we can go back to the hags. Maybe the Tinkerers will know something, or someone.
maybe it's time that we find that
What?
frickin' thing and get us.
I do have
Blight. It's a
let me
blight.
see here.
The blights, yeah.
I apologize.
So-
It came by. It was too quick for me to even see it.
Too quick for you.
Too
You're the
quick.
fastest person I know.
Di, it's okay. We'll be able to get everything back. Just don't blame yourself for this.
Yes. We'll get that little creature and get everything back.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. You're outside of the room. You can swear.
I just realized something. I've got to roll something.
Tyro's gonna give
Oh.
Ember his quarterstaff, which is a arcane focus.
Oh.
I don't know if I can use focus as a sorcerer. I think.
Yeah, sorcerers can use
Can I?
arcane focuses. Yeah.
Remember, we're in a hut full of hags. We can probably get you your components.
Some components, yeah.
Christ.
In this moment of, lapse, where this darkness has sort of receded, you are able to prepare your spells if you wish, Tyra.
I don't think I'm gonna make that many changes, but okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Okay, where do you guys head? That is the question.
Oh God. What are we even doing
What?
now?
Why are we trying to go to the menagerie?
We need new component pouches if we're
Okay.
gonna cast. If you guys are gonna cast any spells.
Why?
Well, I mean, I
I'm,
can cast
I'm
some
good.
spells.
It's just
I've got my
Ember.
arcane focus.
Just Ember.
Just
Yeah.
embers without. Okay,
Yeah, so I'm.
we can do without ember. We're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I can still cast suggestion. That's so useful.
So I'll give
we need to take
Ember
care of.
my quarterstaff,
Okay.
and then he'll have an arcane focus.
Mm.
So we need to take care of. There's the Hydra. There's that devil thing. Are there any other creatures loose that we know of?
You know, there used to be a Gouth, a Triceratops, and a Shambling Mound.
But were they killed by the other two?
Don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
You'll have to find out. But first,
Yes.
I need a heading, which
I think
Which staircase?
Snurg kind of suggested that we should go to the training room because that's where the hide
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
okay.
The Hydra might be the easiest to take on first.
Imagine.
All right. In this scenario, because you're in an unfamiliar area, unless you backtrack and go through the kitchen, just ping a staircase or a door.
I'm well, I don't know about if Tyra has any idea about where to go, but I'm inclined to go back through the kitchens because we know at least how to get there, rather than
Well,
what I mean.
we did know that this way goes to the menagerie, right? Didn't we hear a bunch of... actually, no, we don't know that. That's right. We saw a bunch of like shadowy things or something.
You saw the fog, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So that might not go to the menagerie.
Mm.
Never mind.
Why don't we go look in the well, see what's going on there?
That's a point.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, since we're taking a few minutes, Tyra will cast detect magic since he had planned to do that anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so to your surprise, there's actually no magic coming from the bottom of the well.
Ugh,
None whatsoever.
useless piffle.
Don't
I
tap
will-
it.
I will attempt twin spell, a level 1 spell, mage armor, using Pyro's staff. Am I able to do so? Am I able to use it?
Using an arcane focus. You are not familiar with using arcane focuses.
Yeah, I didn't think that I would.
I would
Okay.
say maybe in a period of downtime you could try that, but this is a totally new science to you. It's like chemistry versus physics.
I'm more used to bringing out my spells from inside with opponents. That's not
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sure you'll get the hang of it soon, Ember.
Tyro, how does this work? Trying to, protect us. Doesn't focusing, but I don't have the material to light the flame. Fire can't burn with nothing, Tyro. I can't burn the quarterstaff.
Ember, don't you have a sword or anything?
No, I don't use swords.
Well,
That's for simpler folk.
I can show you how to use a.
going to
I'll show you how I use it if that would be helpful.
No, okay.
Maybe later. Let's see what's down this well. We need to move. The shadow. It's gonna catch us. Terrible shadow. It's really scary.
So, what should we do? I mean, I'm more than happy to head over towards maybe the hags to try and find you something you can use, or should we just head straight down? I mean, I don't mind passing around the armory, so I could.
Well,
potentially go
Tyro's
back
been
on.
very generous with this staff. but
Maybe we
I-
should check out the menagerie. Surely that's the last place anyone would be.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe we
kind of
should light
inclined
these
to go-
torches.
kind of inclined to go to the menagerie.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
No, it's not a bad. We can track where they've been and follow their trail. That's not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
To the
Can I just
menagerie.
try one thing? Can I try one thing? I've been very curious. Okay, to the menagerie. Never mind.
Well, try one thing if you'd like.
I like you said
Okay.
something down.
It doesn't require a component. My burning hands. Sorry, my produce flames. So I
Well,
will
Firebolt also doesn't require
batch
material
it. I need
component.
batch it to start cuss. I will produce flame and light these torches. Really one at a time. This one, this one, this one, and
And we
that
don't
one.
really have time for interior decoration. I mean,
Just sometimes when you light the torches in these, remember what
I see.
Lady Mora said? Torches, they're supposed to be lit.
oh, it does look a little cheerier in here.
I mean, this might, I think this used to be Natasha's chambers, and we should probably, if she's gonna come back, we should welcome her back. She might want, like say you're like a long journey, Tyro. You get to a town, a new place, and what's the first thing you look for, Tyro? You pass through the guard booth. Usually you have to lie to the guard because you don't want to know who you are, and then you get to the inn, and it's torchlit. It's nice and warm. There's fire inside.
Okay, Amber, we definitely don't have time for this.
I just want to light it quick.
We need to move.
There you go.
Okay,
You like
okay.
it.
Wait, Ember, did someone tell you to light this, or are you doing this on
No,
your
I'm
own?
just doing it.
Be
Like I
honest.
just thought
Be honest.
it'd be nice for Natasha. I don't think that
Makes you
Dallas
think
Natasha.
Natasha's coming back.
I think that if we go down this well, it'd be some alternate. I don't know. Tyro understands this better than me. The alternate dimensions or whatever.
Mm.
Well, that's not exactly quite how it works, and I'd be happy to explain. He's pulling up a
Yeah.
minor illusion of like the cosmology.
We don't have time for story time.
Well,
Okay,
let's
okay,
do
Tanner.
Story time around a meal sometime. Something
Now look
nice.
who's the angry one, Tanner. Now look who's
Put a pin in
impatient.
that.
If there was anything of that sort, it's very clogged up. Like alternate dimensions, as Ember mentioned it. You look down, that black icky chemical stuff doesn't look like anything from this dimension, that's for sure. But
I'm gonna ask Cahoots to come over and let's go over here, Cahoots. Thank you.
Tyro, Tanner's my guardian, so I'm gonna have to defer to
Okay,
his.
very well. I'm gonna light
you later.
a piece of. I'm gonna light a piece of like a scrap on fire and have Cahoots drop it down the well and fly away and see what
Okay.
happens.
it is not flammable. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The
Okay,
flame kind of sputters out like.
interesting. Okay. All right. I suppose that's all the time we have for experimentation.
All right.
Yeah, Tanner's suddenly impatient.
I just want to let you know after that entire confrontation with Ember, I accidentally poured myself a very large glass of wine.
My bottle's almost gone, so.
Oh, tell
Alright.
me about it. Right.
You head up to this door. It is locked.
Ah, if only we had a rogue. Oh.
It looks.
Only one of you could lockpick.
It looks like it is banded with metal. And it looks sturdier than most other doors.
Okay.
Wait, so a lockpick is not going to do it? I think I do have a lockpick kit, even if
can
I'm not.
try it.
Ooh.
You can absolutely try that.
I'm not proficient with it, but let's try.
Well, maybe if I kick it, it'll loosen the lock up a bit.
I'll give you a hand with that if you want.
God damn it. Okay. You can absolutely try and kick it.
We'll use our lock kick.
But as you do that,
15?
so Daniel's already on the case. You put your small little tweezers inside and you're starting to like push up the pins one by one. Feels like each one is really hefty and like heavy. You're even like it's bending some of the tools, straining it to open it. It's not a fail, but nor is it a success. So you think at this point, halfway through, trying to reach some of these heavier tumblers at the back, you're going to end up bending your tools. You can see it just slightly bent. You have to kind of pull it out, reshape it again. And the tumblers are way too heavy for your tools.
Okay.
It is a hefty, sturdy door with a ironclad lock.
How
15 is not enough.
is the keyhole like? Is it a single sort of keyhole? It seems
It
to
is.
be the. Can I look through the keyhole and see if I see anything on the other opposite side?
Yeah. Okay. So you look through the keyhole and you see a short 20-foot corridor that leads to another door that looks even more heavily enforced than that one.
Okay. I'm gonna unsummon Cahoots and resummon him on the other side since it's into a space I can see.
Yep. Okay. And there is a keyhole on that door as well, actually.
On the side of the door that Cahoots is on, is there like a lock that can be turned or anything like that?
I'm afraid there is not, no. But you do
Okay.
see on what's it called? You do see on this side that called. Nope, it's gone. Never mind. There's a corridor 20 feet long. If you want Cahoots to look through that keyhole, you can absolutely do that.
You mean the other door, the far door?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have Cahoots look through that too.
Okay. Oops. This is probably in fog of war. So,
Yeah. If I'm supposed to be
okay.
seeing something, it's just see blackness.
All right, let me reveal it then. Oh, crap. Okay, so you see a metallic plated floor, and on the other side you see a similar heavily reinforced door, very similar to the one that is on the south side of the fountain room.
Oh,
And
okay.
to your left is another heavily enforced door with a lock, and to your right is a very large gate with iron, well, looks like iron at least, iron bars. And there is a kind of a light shining through it towards you. It's a bluish, dim blue light. Similar to, what's the one that you saw? Similar to like the menagerie, right? That kind of light.
We saw blue lights in the menagerie.
Yeah, coming from barriers.
Oh, I see. Right. Yes, gotcha.
Mm. And you can roll a perception check at this point.
Oh, sorry, Cahoots, right. He gets
Mm.
advantage on this if it's related to sight or smell. Oh, sorry, sight or hearing. Excuse me.
It is hearing, yeah. It's hard to see what's through the bars, but you can definitely hear it. And you can probably trace the sound as it's going past the bars. You're looking through an odd angle. It's very, very tight, odd angle because you're looking through a keyhole. But you can more hear the sounds of dragging chains, just like scraping across the floor. A whole
Dragging
mess of
chains.
them, yeah. A whole jangle of chains.
Okay. Tyra will resummon Cahoots back next to him.
All right.
See you, Annihilation.
And he'll say, I don't think that way is going to be very productive. It does seem like perhaps the south end of the fountain room may connect to that room. Perhaps that door is less well fortified in some way.
Are you
does
sure?
it
I mean,
lead?
we could
Could you just-
probably drop this door.
Yeah, can I still kick
Well,
it?
there is another door at the end of
can
that one
still
that
kick
seems
it.
quite sturdy.
Are you asking me if you can still kick it?
Yeah,
Because you can absolutely try.
kind of helping me.
Sure, why not?
Give me an athletics check.
Do you want to do it with advantage? If I...
I clicked it, but it's not coming up.
Wait, before you do that, can we take a look at the door itself and see if it has like
Aw.
any other weaknesses other than the lock? Like, is it one of those ones where you can like use a crowbar to lift the hinges up, or break the hinges themselves, where the lock is the most solid piece, but not the only thing?
Potentially,
not
but
the weakest spot?
those iron bands I mentioned that go across
Yeah,
are riveted
they
to
go
the
all the way.
hinges. Yeah.
Bloody. All right, never mind. That would have been too easy, I guess.
What if I try to firebolt it to, since you can cast firebolt on objects? What if I try to firebolt the rivets to weaken them a bit?
Yeah, that could potentially work.
Is the door itself made of iron or made of wood?
The main structure of it is like a hard wood, but the metal bands are going across it kind of reinforce it. And then the one beyond that, Tyra, after that, you saw like a fully metal door.
Hmm.
So it's like double, it's double protected from both sides. You imagine.
I don't think we're getting anywhere with
You know what?
this.
You know what chamber this is as well. I think both in and out of game.
Yeah, it seems like it's going down here.
Yeah,
So
which
if
I'm
we,
sure you've been told what it is.
The vault?
It's the vault, isn't it? The vault is the one with the metal floors and metal doors.
You have been in the vault,
Oh.
but that didn't have. It had similar corridors with similar doors, but it doesn't match what you've remembered because the menagerie was attached to the vault. This is the fountain room, so you're like, you can't be. I'm gonna just take you down because someone has already made a note of what it is. I think you do know. It says it right there.
oh, right, the prison. Yeah. Whoops.
Okay, well let's
It is the prison.
let's just
Right,
go
okay.
one way and see where it takes us.
Yeah, this
What
seems
are
like
we
it's
trying to
might be
do?
quicker.
Like, what are we?
We're
We're
trying to
trying
get to
to
the menagerie,
Yeah.
Okay.
but without
wanna fight a Hydra?
going through the
Hmm?
other.
Well, no, the Hydra is apparently in the
Training
the
room.
training room. What we're looking to do with the menagerie is try and find out what the fuck happened and how everything managed to get out, because it's been 8 hours since everything hit the fan. So,
Well, I can tell
as
you that,
Taro
but-
said, yep, well, yeah, but as Taro said, like the last, I think it was Tyro actually. But the last place people are going to be is at the menagerie. Because it's the start of the chaos, but it's been 8 hours.
After 8 hours, he might not still be in the training room. That would be unusual
Hang on.
for a Hydra.
Everyone looks like they're lost. Keep coming back and forth.
Do you know which
Tanner,
way is the quickest way to the menagerie? Dusty.
I hate to say it, but it is likely up the north entrance there where that shadow just went. But if you stick a left, you will find a set of stairs that will take you close to it.
Is the spooky spook still there?
No, it doesn't look to be.
I'll walk over to the door and creak it open.
Yeah, the door
I
looks
mean-
to be already open.
Oh, okay.
And you look inside, you see well-furnished flooring, you see potted plants, and ample lighting. There's a staircase in the center of the kind of foyer, but as Tyro, you walk in, you just see just behind you, as you step in a little bit further, you're very observant, so you notice just behind you there is another staircase, tucked away in an alcove.
Oh, there's a staircase.
Everybody, get over here.
Sign that this place really needs some updating.
Well,
More storage.
as this was the last place of contact, allow me. And I'll bring out my sword and shield and start walking up the stairs.
Tanner, it's I don't know if it's a good idea.
By the way, the door that earlier you kicked, Grizz, just didn't budge at all. You didn't even feel like it rattled. It was just solid, like very well reinforced.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so you're heading to these stairs.
Aye.
Okay.
Before we do that, Tyro does want to look around the room briefly just to see what's in here.
Okay. So, what's your passive perception, Tara? Also, you can, if you're looking around, like actively.
Yes,
you can roll me.
I'm just gonna like poke around at each of his doors and see where they seem to go.
Sure. Let's just check your passive perception. Yeah, 17. Okay. So, if you're poking the doors, the one to the to the west leads straight back around in a loop to the freezer room. And the one to the north, I'm going to just place your token by it, right there. That one is chained and locked as well, with a similar
Chained and
old,
locked,
the similar old and rusty chain as what you saw to the laboratory. The abandoned one. And the
Got
door to the east. Huh. The door to the east. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Okay. You're opening it up, right, to see what's on the other side. To like,
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure out where it's actually going.
okay. Taro, you open the door and feel like you're being turned around as you open it. As the hinge is swinging in a 70-degree angle, you feel your entire body turning in a similar angle. It doesn't feel right in your head. It feels like everything's going kind of reverse, like you're stepping into a mirror world. And just as you pull open the door, you kind of snap back into place where you should be. The door slams, and suddenly you're surrounded by 4 wingless dragons. And they all look at you with a sharp like turn, and you kind of almost step backwards over one because they were by the door, and you just opened it in a weird way, like you opened it on towards you, so it didn't actually knock them. And realizing as the door slams, it should have actually opened into them. And you just feel very confused and trippy. And Tara, you have found a crack in the hut. You know
Please
what
stop
you were-
staring. I'm
you was
conscious
looking
about it.
for. You know how you was looking for
Yeah.
weird things? That felt weird to you. That did not feel right at all. Everything about that just makes you feel nauseous. You feel like your brain has just like sloshed against the side of your skull.
Oh, intriguing. I wonder if the same thing will happen if I do it again. And I'll pull a door open from this
That's-
side.
As soon as you try to do that, the 2 guard drakes sitting on the other side of it suddenly growl at you.
I just came from there, but very well. I'll say, oh, I'm over here. Intriguing. Oh, gonna come back around to everybody else.
Yeah, they don't even let you get near the door handle.
And I'll say, that's very strange. This door gave me such a curious sensation. I'm actually just gonna try it again and see what happens. And I kind of like the way you might get in line again if you have like fast pass at a roller coaster, that sort of thing. Like, it's cool. Let's do it again.
Okay, as Tyro's going past, by the way, you see that he is actually leaving a small trail of not mud, but they look like what's it called? Blades of grass, or maybe twigs. And you just sort of see that as he goes over to the door. It's just left a little, it's like a small patch here and there, like a twig or a leaf or a blade of grass. Tara, you go up to the door once again. Okay. This time, are you doing anything different, or are you just doing it the same way you did before?
Do I remember what I did exactly to open the door? Was it like, yanking it sort of versus?
Yeah, you pulled it towards you.
Does it seem like the? Okay, I'm gonna try this actually. I'd like to step back some distance from the door, and I want to mage hand the door open.
Ooh. Okay. You see a iridescent shimmer, as if something was there a moment, a second, like a split second, as you open the door, and then you're suddenly looking at the 4 guard drakes once again lying on the ground, but they don't seem to have noticed you at all. Like
I
last time, they shot their next round and were looking straight at you. This time, they're just laying on the ground.
where's their mage hand at this point?
Mage hand is on the door handle, right?
Okay, sorry. So is the door open?
Yep,
And
you've
I'm
opened the
looking
door.
Okay. Uh, can I call out to the guard drakes and see if they respond?
You
Hello.
call out and they do not hear you.
Do I hear myself from the other direction?
If you shouted loud enough, maybe, but yeah, it's quite a far away. It's like
Okay.
I'll have to
Well,
measure it. It's
Okay, I'd like to send Cahoots
like 150.
over to the guard drake area
Mm-hmm.
and then shout and see. But I want to use Cahoots' senses, so I
The
want to
door
see
is
if I
shut.
hear myself shout.
Okay, you do not hear yourself, and the door is firmly shut on this side.
Interesting. Do I get the sense that I'm not actually with Tanner, Grizz, Daya, and Ember?
Yeah, no, everyone saw you walk past. They're just sort of letting you do your thing at the moment. If what do you mean you're not with them?
Like if
anymore?
I don't hear myself, I'm wondering if I stepped into a like place that seems like the one that I left but isn't quite the same.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah,
otherwise, wouldn't I? If this is like actually just a loop, wouldn't I have heard myself? Or wouldn't Cahoots have heard?
yeah, you would hear a loop, but
Yeah.
so you would hear it if it was a loop, but it's almost like there's a barrier there, like a soundless barrier, just like
I
a
see what you're
slither.
saying. Okay.
And you saw it just for a split second when you opened the door. There was a weird iridescent sheen.
So Cahoots thinks the door is closed from his side.
Yes.
I'm gonna throw a pebble through the door.
Okay. You see, the pebble is thrown towards something. You're not sure. Again, it's like an iridescent sheen appears, and the rock freezes for a moment, and it spins around like 180, and then it goes through itself. And the only way to describe that is if like you dragged a net of something from the inside and then pulled it back through itself inside out. But eventually it does reassume the same shape because you're like pulling it all the way back through itself. Anyway, it makes sense in my head, but it's messed up when you see it. And then the stone flies through the air, through the door, and Cahoots sees it. But what Cahoots sees from their side is a small green portal like opens up in the door, and the stone flies through.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, I'll bring Cahoots back with the pebble for study, and I'll say, okay, very curious. I understand we have more pressing matters, but that was a worthwhile science experiment. And I'll turn to everyone and say, very curious door. I think there is certainly more to learn about that. Just taking notes about what's happening.
Was that
you have
all
to
the
go
while?
through it. You have to go through it on the other side to see what happens. But you have found one of the first weird cracks in the hut. And just as you're going up here, Tyro, your passive perception, sorry to keep going on Tyro, your passive perception notices something as you're passing this wall. And it is a small outline.
Sorry, which wall?
Right here. You can probably see it with a... No, you can't actually see it with the dynamic lighting.
I don't see anything other than a wall now.
Cool. Alright, let me just show you, because I just realized I left it like that. Probably deliberately. Yeah, probably deliberately. Okay, cool. Now you can probably see it.
Yes, I see a
It's
thing.
somewhat of a small seam in the in the wall. It seems to be another room on the other side. Yeah, that's all you. Everyone's going up the stairs at this point, so it's either
Oh, there's a strange room on the other side here. Hmm, I, I'll say I'm not supposed to have a moment, but all right. I suppose we'll go up the stairs.
Yeah.
Come back and take that later.
all right. So, dum, dum, dum. All right, guys, you are heading up these stairs, and you smell an earthy smell, like a well fertilized garden, perhaps. And there's also a smell of iron in the air. Not sure where that's coming from, but
Iron.
yeah, like an iron metallic kind of smell, mixed in with that kind of earthy smell.
Like blood.
Brimstone.
Like,
I guess that also works.
like whatever your interpretation.
Isn't blood
Come
supposed
on.
to be coppery? No,
Yeah, I guess so.
I haven't
So it's
been around a lot of battle
Heavy.
sites, but
coppery then. It does
Okay.
smell coppery then.
Coppery.
Dire. Yeah.
coppery. Okay.
Wait, where do we
Smells like
come
blood.
out?
Whoop.
Okay, there we go.
Nick, Chris, get over there. All right. You are.
Oh.
You turn the corner and immediately you see a well organized and beautiful looking fungus garden. You see all kinds of mushrooms growing in little patches, and there's a stone tiled flooring but with little tufts of grass and weeds poking their way out through the cracks. The middle has some sort of like water fountain feature. Maybe it's just a source of fresh water, but you can see there's a small little bucket on the edge. To the right and to the north, there seems to be two smaller alcoves with garden apparatus. You can see like garden tools on one table, and you can see buckets and barrels. And on the other side, you can see some sort of like altar and little benches. And as you come in, you see three individuals are working in the garden. One of them has like a little trowel and is just turning the earth. Another one is carrying an empty bucket towards this area. And another one seems to be sharpening a rather large scythe with a whetstone.
Great, you jerks.
You
That's
say
what we
that.
need right now.
Do you say
Kinda.
that?
Kind of to himself, I think. Loud enough that his party can hear it. Maybe not loud enough. Maybe it's loud enough that they can hear it. I don't know.
Let's find out.
So I was pretty curious about the differences between these fungi.
I mean, before we march on in there, we should probably announce our presence. I mean, after all, they're not running around like everyone else, so why are they still here?
Okay, so the mushrooms on the top left are like blood red, is all you notice. To the mushrooms down here, which are much more pale and fresher looking, they literally look like they've just sprouted from the ground. There's also a pumpkin patch to the left here as well.
Hello?
So they look at you. Yeah. What do you want?
We're trying to get to the menagerie. Apparently something's gone down.
It has. Beasties escaped everywhere.
And you're not helping like everyone else? You're just staying here?
What have you spotted then?
Well, the last that was seen was a hydra in the training room.
Training room. Excellent. That's just over there.
You see them immediately go and gather up some gardening tools, weapons, scythes, spades, you name it, and their heavy iron boots like clatter against the tiles.
It's about time we got a fight.
But they seem reared up and ready to go. Just even the mention that the creatures are in there, they've already took off and you hear a door open up.
See ya.
Yep.
Well, there we go. That saves you getting into a scrap yourself, Ember.
I don't want to be I'm not a fighter like you, Tanner. I prefer to use my words to resolve conflicts. But
Despite calling me a fighter, I'm very much the opposite myself. I prefer to talk it out if it's possible, but...
well, I prefer to talk and have people listen. That's generally...
Does my detect magic pick up anything about the fountain?
Does your detect magic, did you say?
Yeah, about the fountain or anything in this room in
Yep.
general.
The fountain is indeed glistening with a magic transmutation. No, it goes. You look at it. You go transmutation. Yep. And then you go. Wait, no. Evocation. No. Conjuration. Now back to transmutation.
Remember what
You
Stern
realize
told me about these guys? They
one of those.
actually...
One of those magics.
Can I dip a vial in with my mage hand and pull it out?
Yep, absolutely can.
Anything happen?
Don't like that music.
It feels cold in the vial, like fresh mountain spring water, but nothing happens. Not just putting it in a vial, no.
Okay. Does it still seem magical in the vial?
It does have an aura.
I'll keep the vial for now.
Okay.
Tyro.
Yeah.
Snurg told us this is where they farm the mushrooms, and then he referred to those little gnomes. I don't think they're actually gnomes. He called them the mushrooms themselves. So they are the mushrooms as well. So perhaps they're like the actual servants of the hut or something. They farm each other here. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works.
Oh, I see. Perhaps they're a sort of self-regulating garbage disposal.
Like Oompa Loompas, we have a story back in Gaidia where a child won a golden ticket to a chocolate factory and was greeted by several creepy gnomes that danced around and sang stupid songs.
Well, excuse me. I'll thank you not to stereotype gnomes in that way.
Well, these ones were not like you, Tyro. They were all orange and green and looked really funny.
Ember.
Intriguing. So it was it's in this direction that things seem to be where the training room is.
Right, to the east, to the west is where they all three of them just headed.
Do we hear anything coming from that direction?
No, we don't.
What's this over here?
You want to investigate it? You roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm certainly. Well, I'm just trying to visually see what it is at the moment, but yeah, I'm certainly.
You see, there's a small garden area made for seating. It seems like there's 2 benches, a little stool, and then there is an altar. And I need you to roll an investigation check. And instead of it being covered with vines and moss, it's bloodstained. You can see in all the cracks there are just dried specks of blood. It looks like someone's mopped it, but the stains have kind of been smeared into the cracks and across the stonework.
Okay. Does it seem recent?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Some of the bits are drier than others.
Do any of these mushrooms or pumpkins or plants of any kind seem magical or distinctive in any way? For example, does it seem like they produce blood or
they're not giving off.
Require blood to live or anything like that?
Giving off magic, but
okay.
Something you do notice is again, there's a greenhouse roof to this area, and you can see another night sky, a starless night sky.
Okay.
And there is a pale moon just shining down.
What is? I'm sorry. So is it a roof or what's?
Yeah, like a glass domed roof, like a greenhouse.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I mean, we're trying to get to it's certainly worthwhile exploring this thing, but perhaps we should see if we can locate the Hydra with all due speed.
Maybe we can ask them about this place once we're finished.
Yeah, I think that might be sensible.
Well, they ran over this way, so onwards and upwards, I see.
Oh, Tanner's off.
Ba-ba-da.
Rest of you
Yep, I'm
following?
following.
Yeah,
Yep.
Tara will follow.
I'll stay behind Tanner.
Freeze. Freeze right there. Okay. Ember. And I guess Grizz and Di, you're right behind him. Whoa, or on top of him. Just as you're following up behind, you see Ember stepping over one of these long roots that have extended past the gardening area. Seems like it either needs trimming or putting like twisted back on itself. But it seems to be over the walkway. And as Ember steps over it, it suddenly whips around his ankle. And before he notices it, the entire tree that is standing tall and firm begins to lean forward and slams right on top of him. For 22,
Oh.
taking 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And I guess you'll do it again, because it's multi-attack. Ooh.
That still
You're-
hits. I don't have my mage armor up.
Yep, everyone roll initiative.
Oh
That was
my
the surprise
God.
round.
Oh yeah, Tanner's just like, that's cute. Yep. Sure thing, Ember. Tanner!
Oh boy. Yep, you, the one who got too close, and you happen to be the squishy one. Excellent.
And I couldn't mage armor because I got no damn components.
It gets worse and worse. Alright. Yep, you see the creature in its full form now as it lifts up out of the tree. It was like almost merged with it. The full creature begins to like loosen its roots. And it starts to stand up, and this mass and tangled body of mulch is animated.
Does it look like one of the creatures from the menagerie?
It is exactly a creature from the menagerie.
Oh,
It is
shit.
the shambling mound. And I believe, Dia, you're up.
Yep. So where is it on the map? Is it? It's right where
It's
Ember
hiding,
is. Right?
it's hiding under that tree.
It's hiding.
Cleverly disguised. I'll move the tree out of the way.
Still? Is he?
Sorry.
Is Ember still?
Ember is grappled
Ember
right now.
confined or grappled?
Yes, grappled.
We're missing
Okay,
Grizz.
I'm gonna
Initiative.
take the long sword off my back and go two-handed at it, specifically at the roots that are where the roots are attached to the mound.
Okay.
Okay. That's two-handed. And let's spend a key point to stunning strike it as well.
Mm.
Come on. 12 points slashing.
What? Oh, you got the longsword out. Good.
The
Damn.
longsword out. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. You can stunning strike with a longsword. Can you? Or is it?
It has to be any attack, I think.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Let me check the wording. I think it's any attack that
You
hits.
hit it with a
Yeah.
melee weapon attack, yeah.
Yeah. It passed the first Constitution save,
Okay.
and it takes 12 points of slashing. The root is tough and gnarled. It looks incredibly dry and hardened, but it's not cutting loose.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing again. Another slash.
Okay. It kind of starts to maneuver and pushes Ember in the way. You have to pull back on your swing before Ember is nearly like cut by your own weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. Okay, then flurry of blows.
Okay.
Uh,
And Grizz, I think
Sheets-
you're not on the
sheets-
initiative.
punch him
Alright.
times.
Okay.
Okay. 27,
Yeah, that's a hit.
10 points bludgeoning, and 24
Yep, yeah, that's another hit.
or 9 points.
9 points of damage. All right, yeah. Punching into the roots definitely has a better
And-
effect. Seems to.
Okay, punching is better than slashing. All right, and I'm gonna move out 15 points. 15 feet out behind the fountain, and I'll take
Okay.
the up.
I think it will, yeah. Why not? Although it's kind of got its roots grappled on Ember right now. Focusing solely on that. Make 2 slam attacks. But it's got 2 slam attacks, so I guess one root can like whip out and try to trip you up, but I doubt it's gonna hit. Oh, maybe. 21.
That does hit.
Okay, God. Take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. As it does grab a hold of you, it trips you up and your head kind of cracks into the edge of the fountain. And Grizz, I think you're actually up first
This
before him.
stings.
Yeah, I'll step forward. Yeah. And take 2 swings at the root.
Okay.
That's holding Ember. The usual. 17.
That's a hit.
It's 18 first hit.
18. Jesus, it begins. Yeah, that's a hefty wallop. You see the root is cutting, but just as it almost chops, you see more roots just like grabbing onto him and reeling him in faster than you can chop them away.
Get this thing off of me, Grizz!
Another swing.
And second swing. Oh, I'm afraid that's a miss.
Grizz, what are you doing?
Afraid he's asking this as his head's being like pulled in, like kind of getting more muffled. Ember, this is where it gets nasty.
Okay.
It engulfs you
Golfs.
as you are technically grappled. It then pulls you in. You see Ember's head disappear underneath the mulch and roots, and he is blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe. Oof.
Oh.
Indeed. After that,
Okay.
20 feet.
Good old shambly
Yeah.
mounds.
Shambly boys. Where should we go with him? Now that we have him. I'm trying to think. What our swim speed? Could jump in the fountain. That's just weird. You know what? That actually kind of makes sense though. Screw it. You see the shambling man starts to move towards the towards the fountain. You get an attack of opportunity, Grizz.
Okay.
And then Ember, at the start of your turn.
You can't use Great Weapon Master and attack as an opportunity, just regular attack, right?
I'm not sure. I think you can, but
Okay. I mean, that's how Grizz always swung. Okay.
Usually, attack of opportunity is you make 1 melee attack.
Just a regular one, isn't it?
I mean, if you have some ability that lets you make a different kind of melee attack, then you can do whatever you want with that. So if you
Okay.
want to use Great Weapon Master, you can do that. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to.
Yeah, no, he would. He would, yeah. But it's a miss anyhow.
yeah. Okay. You cut into the back. It just seems to be like a thick hide, like slamming your axe into the solid wood. It gets 5, 10, 15, 20. It actually gets up and onto the fountain itself. And just above your head, you can't see Ember, even though it's like above you now. You'd expect to see like an underbelly, but it's just this mesh of roots and vines. all hardened into one clump.
Is it close enough that I can get an opportunity attack as it's going by me?
It is up to you, but it hasn't got down past you. In other words, if it had any more movement, then yes, but it's stuck there, about to kind of head down. It's like lifting its whole bulk
There's a
into.
movement left.
Yeah, it hasn't got
Yeah.
any more movement. I guess it could just drop itself. That could work. So yeah, you can roll an attack of opportunity, but
Okay.
it is just like dropping itself in. Mm.
That's not going to do it, is it?
No, you swing out trying to hit it, but the weight takes it and it immediately splashes into the fountain, sending like puddles everywhere. It is Ember's go. And at the start of your turn, you rolled already. You take
It's a 12.
some bludgeoning damage as you feel your body being crushed. There goes a rib.
Not good. Not good.
You take
Suddenly my 44 health is significantly
nine.
reduced.
19 points of bludgeoning damage.
19?
Yep.
Ouch.
2d8 plus 4.
Holy shit, I have 3 health.
Okay, it is Tanner's go.
I don't have a turn? I don't...
Oh, you don't. You do have a turn, but you're restrained and suffocating.
Well,
So you-
I'm still gonna let go of some fire.
Okay, as long as it doesn't require verbal.
Okay, so reach to the blaze. That's a Ganassi ability. That require my components?
No, I guess not.
So I will do that then. I'll just let go of flames inside its belly as I'm struggling to not die, really.
Does it roll a
Uh,
save?
It is a roll to save, and it's against my con score, which is plus. So it's fuck. I never know how this works. Okay.
What kind of?
Spells. Just... My
Is it a
DC is
dex save?
15. Oh, it's a dex save. Yeah, sorry.
I don't know how it's going to dex out of a thing that's inside of it. So I'm just going to say it takes it, but you notice that the fire is not very effective. The roots are so dry and hardened that it's not catching fire like you'd expect.
Okay. That's my daily reach to the blaze. Fire Ganassi. That's in the as I'm restrained.
But everyone does see a faint glimmer of fire within the core of this thing, and a small trail of smoke billows out, but it's only like a cough. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm in big trouble here, guys. I need
Okay.
help, please.
I got you, bro.
Oops, sorry.
All right, Tanner.
Cool. So Tanner's going to be like, huh? Ember's in trouble?
Ember,
Uh,
well,
And he's going to...
Thanks, Cam.
Is he like
Uh,
laughing?
yeah.
Ember's falling down the well.
He's going to reach into his armor and pull out his finger guns and fire a firebolt. Pew! 12.
is a miss, unfortunately.
Hmm.
I'm coming, Amber. Don't you worry. I think I can only do one of those, even though I have extra attack, can't I?
Yeah, a cantrip is a whole action for you, I'm afraid.
Yuck. I pray to Raziel to hope Ember's okay.
Oh god. Okay. Tyro.
Boy.
The creature has just fallen. It's fallen into the well. It's kind of like flailing roots are still just about seen from the top. It's probably why Tanner's missed. It's just like trying to hit the top end of it. Are you muted, by the way? John? We lost him. Oh wait, there we go. He's doing some portent. Oh yeah, you need to roll for those in the morning.
Yeah.
17 and 3. That's actually really good.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to. How smart do I get this sense? Like, does it seem sentient? Does it seem like it's moving with a purpose? Does it seem like mindless plant matter? What am I getting?
It seems like uh, it's reacting to damage, and it's moving like to get away from that. But you don't tell any kind of intelligence other than that.
I'll
It's obviously
cast.
very good. It's obviously very good at disguising itself, but that just could be because it's naturally like a big pile of compost.
Okay. This is kind of a bit of a risk, so I'm going to cast Analyzing Gaze.
Ooh.
Okay.
Does it have an intelligence of 3 or more?
It has an intelligence of 5.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. That's what I was asking. All right, so it makes a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Hold on, sorry. Wisdom saving. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a fail.
It's a miss. All right, so I'm going to assault whatever mind it seems to have. So that's 46 damage. 17 points of damage, or psychic damage. And then I would like to learn its general goal or strategy for why it's getting in the water.
It has a meal that it wants to engulf and crush and get away out of the line of fire of any other dangers.
And it wants something to wash it down with.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Also,
guys.
there's something else.
No.
Oh wait, no.
It's going on a whim here, but if anyone tries to go in to get Ember out while she's unconscious, that means they have to go into the magical water. It clearly knows it's magical, and that means the water you'll be subjected to that same magical water.
Hmm.
Its goal is to deter you, but from chasing it.
Okay. I'll say it doesn't want us to get in the water. I think it's dangerous in there. And that's probably all I can do on my turn. I will get a little bit closer. And actually I might have had to do that depending on how close I was already.
Yeah, that's fine. You can
I know,
move as you wish.
yeah, cool. Yep. All right, yeah. So I'll move up a little bit here next to Tanner, and that'll be my turn. Oh, I forgot to roll initiative for Cahoots. Cahoots would like to swoop over to this thing and harry it.
Okay. Aiding.
That's the help action. I'm sorry. And then he wants to actually fly up as high as he can to the surface of the dome. And is the bottom of the dome also translucent? Like, is the whole thing clear, or just the part?
Oh,
that's
all
sort
the
of
way down to
directly
the
above?
edges, you mean?
Yeah, right.
I would say that there's a lot of vines and moss covering the walls, so up to about 10 feet is that, and then there's glass. Yeah.
Okay. Cahoots wants to fly up. So what was that, like 30 feet here? I mean, another 30 feet up. So like 30 feet up, and then instead of looking straight up into the sky, he wants to look around. Like, does he see other structures of the hut, or does he just see like emptiness, or what's out there?
Good question. What is out there? So it's it's weird. You know how when, I don't know if you've ever experienced this in perhaps like old video games, there's a backdrop, and it's the same backdrop when you rotate your camera around like 360. It's the same image. It's the same backdrop whenever you rotate it.
Like a skybox.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
A 2D skybox. It's effectively like that. Yeah.
Right,
Like
cool.
Mouse's ears, no matter which way he turns, like with the same shape and everything.
All right, that's his turn.
Okay. Daya, you see the creature has fallen into the well. It's mostly submerged.
Is there any part of it sticking out?
Yeah, there's a couple of vines and roots that are like stuck out the top.
Much.
Yeah.
And do I know how deeply Ember is kind of engulfed in it? Like, can I see him at all?
You
Or is he just
can't see him. All you can hear is these muffled screams and a crunch every now and again. It
Okay.
sounds like the snapping of bone.
I don't know what else, what other choice I can have. I'm gonna jump into the well and start like whacking away, or I guess jump onto the top of the well if I can and whack on it from the top. Would I be able to do that?
Let's think. Yes, because the water is quite filled up. It's not like a deep well. It's
Yeah.
like a fountain, more like.
Okay. So
yeah.
I'll stand on the edge and just strike down as hard as I can with the quarterstaff.
Alrighty.
Oh God, does 13 hit?
I'm afraid not. You whack down. It's just like hitting a mass of tangled roots. It's not doing anything.
Then flurry of blows. Oh, come on. 6, please.
16 hits.
Okay.
Stunning strike.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. And yeah, I'm gonna stunning strike it so that it can't take any more reactions. Or it's stunned rather. And stunned plus 11 bludgeoning.
Funnily
So
enough,
not-
you can choose that as a free action with the flurry of blows. You can choose it not to take reactions.
Oh really? Well, it's a.
Or am I thinking sentinel?
I don't think.
No,
so.
I think it's.
Flurry of blows just lets me take 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. And then it says
No.
It's
It's additional.
like
It's
a
part of.
knockback.
It's part of your
way of the open hand.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't know why I was just like palming midair to try and
Just high-fiving an invisible
Kev
friend.
is like reenacting the fucking
Uh,
pulling.
Yeah, whenever
Stunning
you do a
strike
flurry.
and it has to succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 foot away, or a dex saving throw and be knocked prone.
That's
Can't
the
take
one.
reactions until the end of my next turn.
That's the one he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that too. Let's do that. So even if it wakes up at the end of its turn. Oh no,
Okay.
sorry. It's stunned to the end of my next turn anyway.
Oh yeah, I failed, didn't I?
Open hand technique. That's the one. I'm just posting it in. Nope.
Yeah.
There we go.
She's got it.
Cool. Yeah.
So, did you want me to make the dex save anyway?
Yeah.
Or you... Okay.
Yeah, let's try and knock it prone.
It's not prone, but it is stunned.
Okay.
Okay. So, that is going to end your turn?
That's the end of my turn. Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Alright, Grizz.
So, I guess Ember's feet are like still there, like his lower body still visible, right?
You can't see anything of him. He's completely engulfed.
Okay. But in order to try and pull him out, one has to have a bath of this thing.
You're going to have to hack this thing open if you want to try and get to him.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, he's so, like, pulled in there. You don't see a limb or even a foot sticking out. The only thing you saw was a small gout of smoke.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Ember, no! He goes in a rage.
crowbar and kind of pry it out of the thing's arm.
Oh, you're way
There.
I've got a
Yeah.
crowbar. And he's gonna swing twice again after raging.
My axe. Okay. You're standing
Yes.
up on top of the well. Yeah, having a hard time. Oh god. Even with advantage, what is going on? 10 is a miss as well. You're gonna need to get down in the well to actually hit this thing. Because it's just you're only swinging at like little tendrils and roots that are sticking out, and not at the main body.
Okay. All right, Grizz. I wanna see what happens. Grizz will end his turn in the water with the shambling mound.
Okay, so you jump down after it. As Grizz lands on it, the stunned creature begins to sink down into the water, and Grizz, you are submerged. And I'd like you to roll me a d12, I believe. Only a small table for this one. And what'd you get? 4.
Yeah.
Okay. When you enter into the water, it's very murky and blurry. And as you're kind of like splashing around, trying to like get some air, it feels like your eyes have been glossed over with like a film of some sort, reducing your vision to 5 foot. Yeah,
That's all I need.
cool. And it is Ember's go. Oh,
Nice.
oh no.
All right. First of all, do I need to roll a d12 as well since I've been brought in this water, even though I'm not in the water? I don't know.
No, because you're actually
Okay,
engulfed.
saving
You're
throw.
not in the water yet.
24.
Okay, that's a good save.
Yeah.
You take no damage.
Okay. I will. Ah! Ah! You know, I'm really not all that tasty. I suggest that you let me out of this, because I don't want to. I taste terrible. Trust me, you don't want to eat me. I suggest that you do not want to eat me.
Suggestion.
There's no material components.
It's a Hail Mary.
It does take components?
Suggestion. V and M. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I just saw the 2 text instead of the 3.
That's okay.
Is it? No, never mind. I cannot.
You
cast
probably don't want to be
suggestion.
doing that because it needs to understand you anyway.
Yeah. No. Never mind. I really have absolutely everything I fucking know.
Don't worry,
has
I got
material.
you, bro. I got
You
you.
can always check what.
Scorching
Sometimes,
ray.
by the way, sometimes the components for these things are very easy. Like sometimes it's
but
like a drip of
I
water.
didn't even.
or a
I'm
feather.
panicking here. I didn't even think of the fact that I can't even understand the language I'm speaking.
Yeah,
anyways.
that's okay.
The only thing I can
take your
cast
time for a
scorching
minute.
ray. I can cast scorching ray.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm gonna fire 3 scorching rays at it.
Okay, hold on. I think they're at disadvantage because of being
Oh.
restrained.
Okay, well, the first one's 10 then. The second one will be 13. So third one will be 14. 13, sorry.
Let's see here.
I think all 3 miss, probably.
A 10, a 13, and a 13. Oof. Yeah, I'm afraid with your arms kind of like contorted and bent over one another, it's really hard to do the somatic components. And every time you let loose one of these fiery blasts, it sort of just skims across, almost like narrowly missing your own face. But it seems to die out. The fire doesn't take hold against this creature. It's
Yeah.
a real fucking
Alright.
shame. But see
Yeah.
if your teammates can bust
Okay, no
open
problem.
this egg.
Yeah, alright. That'll be then my turn.
Okay, Tanner.
Okay. First of all, Emma be all like Kamehame. Yeah! He's gonna.
Thanks, Cam.
He's going to sprint forward and he's going to plant his foot on the side of the well, jump up, and placing his shield on his back, he's going to two-hand his sword and is going to spiral into the well.
Wow.
And so
Nice.
he's going to two-hand
Fucking stunt that is.
fucking
You have advantage. I would give you advantage already just for that stunt. But yeah, he's stunned.
Very
So.
cool.
swan
Oh
dive
yeah,
of
that's a
death.
slamming hit.
And that one is going to be. I need to declare Divine Smite before I hit, don't I?
I don't think so. It's actually the one you can declare
Okay,
after.
well, both of them are Divine Smite, so I'm blasting all shit with this.
So I started blasting. Okay, hit me.
I do actually have to roll this manually because I don't have a two-hander set up, so bear with me. Sorry, I'll be quick.
Oh yeah, it's a D10. isn't it?
D10, yeah, D10 plus 5. So
Plus
first
5.
one.
Plus 6 actually. D10 plus 6.
Oh,
it's a plus
plus
one.
6. So that's a
It's 11.
11. Second one is with a 12, and then my Divine Smite's going through. First one. And second one is going to be second level because I do not want Ember to die.
Minus 14. And then how much?
So that's 3.
13 on the second one. This almighty blast of radiant energy shoots up from the well like a spotlight into the night sky of the bat symbols. Well, actually, it'd be the Tanner symbol because you're the one like creating the silhouette. Yeah, as this radiance just emanates, you see as the blast has created a huge hole in the creature. It's like blasted open. All the roots are kind of mangled away from this blast zone. And you swear you see just half a face of Ember, and he's just like muffled screams as his eyes like staring at you wide.
That was 49 points of damage.
Yeah,
Wow.
Paladins, man.
the
Paladins.
creature is left barely twitching, and like that's Ember's face in it. You can barely see that.
Oh god.
Oh my god! Bear with.
There he is.
I'm sure I have a bonus action hidden around here somewhere.
Shit.
No, I don't. No. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's my turn.
That's more than enough. All right,
Wait.
Tyro.
Fucking blender.
Okay,
up.
Also, Tanner, can you roll me a d12? Sorry.
D12, sure.
Yeah.
Oh
Splash them
no.
towards that.
9.
Okay. You lose a hit dice.
No, my
Yeah.
precious hit dice.
What,
You
like permanently, or
No, not permanently. You've just lost a hit dice for this rest.
oh, like as if you had spent one? You mean?
Yes,
I see.
exactly. It's just lost to the ether. A weird effect.
Shit.
But that's weird magic. You just feel a little bit like exhausted after that amazing stun. You're just like, whew, yeah, that took it out of you. All right, Tyra, you're up.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I think another wisdom save from it. It's fine.
Okay.
I
At
it's
this
kind
point, you will need to get close enough that you can see the
yes,
creature.
good point. Yes, so I'll do so.
Okay. You're having being so short, having a little issue here, trying to jump up and look down into the well or the fountain. But I'll say you can do it. You're fairly close. So you have to like leap up into the air and look down. You could even probably deliver it through Cahoots' senses.
I don't think I can. I would have to use my action to switch to his senses.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let it slide anyway in this case.
Okay. So that's a wisdom save.
Yes. Oh my. That's me. Oh wait. It's got like no health. It's not gonna matter. Shit. So, oof. I mean, the brain of this creature is just.
Well, it might save and then it wouldn't take damage.
Wisdom. Yeah. Fails.
Okay, so 46 psychic damage.
Oh.
So another 14 points
The
of psychic
creature
damage.
shudders, and you see everything peeling away, as if giving up, as in yeah, effectively just yielding ember to the party. It almost like blooms like a flower. All the roots just fall away. They uncurl from your ankles, from your neck. You're able to immediately take a breath. And as you do, you feel your lungs being gargled with with Mountain Dew. Roll a d12. 2. Could be a positive one. Yeah, it is. Okay, not all doom and gloom. You gain temporary hit points equal to your level.
Nice.
So as you gargle this
Alright.
stuff in, it feels like minty fresh. It's like, actually refreshing.
Try to. Can
How
I
it
try to
feels.
swim up?
Yeah,
If I,
exactly.
oh my god, Tyro. Oh, um, yeah. Can I get out of here?
You do.
Do
you
I know?
start-
Do I
grab
have
you.
any idea where I am? Or am I completely like?
Tanner's
That's true, you
grabbed
would've
you
been-
and has dragged you up to the surface.
Oof.
Just gonna throw you up.
Guys, I can't see anything.
Oh, Tanner, thank you. Tanner, thank you.
Thank God you're safe.
Oh, Raziel's blessing, yes, certainly. Wow. That thing was
Where'd
horrible, Tanner.
everyone go?
Over here, Grizz. Over here. Over here.
Grizz,
Yeah, I gotta
follow
throw it
the
back
sound of
in.
my voice.
I've got a bio as well. I just realised. Haven't had a break yet.
Oh, do you
Yeah.
want to take a break now? Or?
We can't do that. Because we're going to be back in. We only got like 20 minutes left of the session, so I'm just going to be right back. You can keep talking.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, keep the string going.
So I'm going to just place a hand on Ember's shoulder, and I am going to use Lay on Hands. And I'm going to restore you for 25 hit points.
Holy cow, thank you.
Yikes.
So that should put me at 28.
And that gives me 5 hit points to spare if any of you guys go down. Grizz, no, come over here.
Where
Grizz,
I
Grizz,
can't
oh,
see
yeah.
anything.
Grizz, come here.
Follow
Yeah,
my voice,
yeah,
Grizz.
you're good.
This way. Yeah,
Oh, I can see you now. Hi, you okay?
I'll put my hand on Grizz's shoulder. Grizz, thank you. Thank you for the help. Thank you.
No problem.
Tyler, Grizz, Tyro, Dia, thank you. That was really scary. Oh, God, I was almost dinner there. I'm not made to be eaten. I'm not tasty.
I don't want to brag or anything, but did anybody see that shit? Because that was amazing.
I didn't see anything.
That was very cool. And
all I
you
really
should have a portrait made of yourself and that to pass around.
I mean, it's against my code to be
No,
vain.
we'll do it for
but,
you. We'll do it for you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no worries.
I don't know, Tanner. I was just right on the edge there, and all I could see was this white light fly through, and there's this image of a man holding a book, kneeling on a knee, and reading it in some kind of like contemplation. It was really kind of inspiring.
Well, this new sword that I've got is certainly. Well, I mean, it's perfectly balanced, and he like swings it around.
Oh, whoa!
It's-
Careful with that thing.
It's just perfect for what I need, really.
Chris, is the creature still there? Like, is it still alive or is it dead?
Oh, it stopped
It's dead?
moving a long time ago.
Right, but is it dead or is it just unconscious?
Okay, that.
Because
You can
I would
roll.
very much like to make sure that this thing does not recover and take out anybody else.
Okay, Daya. So as you're stepping up to the fountain and looking down to peer, anything moving, anything alive, you can roll me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna go. Tyro, get down here. Can you see anything? Can you see anything down there? Does it look like it's moving?
I'll take a peek. I kind of lean over the side and try
Oh
to check
my
it out.
god.
It
I'll need
regains
you to
50
roll my
hit points.
investigation
And
check.
all of a sudden, it's been, yeah. Now there's 3 of them.
Unbelievable. Would you actually believe it?
No.
Okay, sorry. Roll me a perception check if you're looking down. And Daya, you do see something. It's probably why you got such a low roll, because you're getting distracted. There's this annoying clucking noise. It's not coming from the well.
Oh no.
Is it the
Chickens.
chicken knights?
Chicken Knights. Yeah, here they come. Oh my god.
What?
You're not gonna believe it. What I got on the magic surge. But what did you get on the perception check?
Tyro?
The music.
I'm gonna need you guys to. Can you guys roll that for me?
Oh right, sure. Pyro.
Thanks.
And character sheet.
What the hell is happening
Chris.
right now?
We are
You're not
going
gonna
to
believe
get
it.
copyright striked.
Oh no, only an
But
8.
keep it. I don't give a shit.
I doubt it, because it's a game music. But hey ho. Anyway, well, Tyro is also heavily distracted from the well because there is 2d4. I think it's 2d4. 2d6.
2d4 chickens?
2d6 squawking chickens appear. Some in the well, some on the edge of the well, some are like fluttering around, and they just appeared out of nowhere.
Wasn't me this time!
Oh my god! As long as the chickens are,
I step back.
as long as the chickens accompany the pie, the characters cannot gain the benefits of a surprise round. And oh no! Okay, let's just drag a load of chickens on. Yeah, out of nowhere these things have come from. At first, they
Okay.
kind of looked watery, but then they sort of solidified into real living chickens.
What the?
Grizz.
I'd take all the chickens by the scruff of the neck and kind
But
of
you
toss
have
them into the
chicken
forest.
super
Like I.
Wait, I can hear chickens, guys.
Just
Why are there chickens here?
them into the forest or whatever. And, they're
Just let them go,
and
eh?
as soon as the chickens are gone, I'm gonna stab down with my sword at the remains of the shambling mound thing.
One of them jumps in the way, to, like,
Stab it a couple times.
tries to stop the blow
Ah.
coming in,
What?
and it pops. Just explodes into feathers.
Balloon?
The others
What is
turn on
happening?
you. The others immediately turn on you. Their eyes glow red. Nah, this isn't
Mm-mm.
Zelda. But they don't become invincible killing machines. But they do seem to be at least a little bit wary of you.
Daya, what the? What's happening here?
I will push them out of my way, and I'm still gonna stab down. As long as I'm hitting matter, I'm gonna keep striking down, just
Okay.
in case.
It is
Double tap, you
submerged
know.
in the water, so to like stab down into it,
Yeah.
I will need you to roll a d12 because you're going to be in the well to stab it.
Okay. Yep.
And let's see what you get.
Okay.
Everyone,
It's not a 7.
2 is a good one, right?
2 is actually good. Yeah, you get a number of temporary hit points equal to your levels. You're getting 6 temporary
Okay.
hit points.
Cool.
And as you're stabbing down, just give me a series of attacks. Like, give me 2 attacks.
Whack.
Okay. I think that
Ooh.
actually does it. Yeah.
No.
So-
Yeah, that's gonna be
19 points.
4 death saving throws.
Stabbing into the water, you suddenly see something squirm away from your strike, and the second one comes down to meet it just before it kind of wriggles into the water. And what you saw was this kind of like pale stem, like a root of some kind. And you remember the long description from Shale. He gave you every single detail about these things. It's probably why Dyer is so adamant to make sure this thing is finished. Because you remember the the important information that they're actually some sort of root, and all of this outer plant matter is actually just stuff that it's kind of built up over time. The root stem is buried inside the ponderous form. The rest is just a rotting heap that feeds on and protects itself. And that small little animated root stem, as it tries to swim away, you slice down, severing it into 2 pieces.
Ah, yes, Dai, you have read the module.
I have not read the module, but I did notice that the DM said it was down and not dead. And
Right, who's DM?
Um,
And I can't see him.
can I?
Danger Mouse.
Can I
I'm
go?
blind.
Can I
just
go
call
over
it
to
instinct.
Grizz?
Tanner,
Can I?
sort my
Yeah.
eyes out.
I'm fucking coming. Can I go over to Grizz and just check him over, see what is going on with his sight?
It looks like he's wearing milky contact lenses.
Bad case of cataract.
Can I
Yeah.
find out if there's a cure? If I
Wait,
could think
actually,
of
you know
anything
what?
like that?
I think I've got a solution. And I'm just gonna like, rub his eyes really hard.
No! Don't do that!
They go a
You'll
little bit-
only make it worse.
They go a little bit sore. And as you're-
Still blind.
I'll just check him over and see if there's anything I can do to be able to help.
Give me a medicine check. And as you're peering into his eyes,
Where are there chickens?
Oh,
staring
20.
longingly. Yeah, Chris, you can hear one. And as Tanner gets close, you see a chicken peering over his shoulder, and it's like "Bark, bark," gives you a concerning look. 20. You can definitely make out that he's reduced his vision severely. He's probably seeing everything as if it was underwater right now. Though to get rid of it, you're not sure. It's some sort of magical curse after all. You had some weird magic happen like immediately. But with the 20, I will just literally tell you, yeah, you need a remove curse spell.
Ah, yes.
Or the next long rest will also get rid of it.
Grizz, you're going to need to rest up again to be able to get rid of
I
this.
feel
but-
fine.
Well, you may feel fine, but how many fingers am I holding up?
Is it less than 10?
I mean,
Well,
in
yeah.
fairness, Chris would have trouble answering that question if you weren't blind. So
Weep is a very
This is-
cultured place. It's less than 10.
Okay. 10.
No, fuck off. No. I was genuinely holding up 10 fingers.
Are you kidding? Wow.
Nice, Chris.
Chris is so
See,
present.
I told you I'm fine.
He's fine.
True. I mean, he can see out to a distance of 5 foot, so you do see the chickens running around in circles, and Tanner is holding up 10 fingers.
Right. Well, in that case,
I can see your face fine. Wait, whoa, where'd you go?
Okay,
Where'd you go?
follow me.
What?
Follow me. If,
Okay, I'm coming. I'm
if we
coming.
end up finding the Hydra, just get close to it. No, not over there. I'll take Grizz's hand and just lead him away.
Roll me a deck save, see if you step on a rake.
You have to do the fucking sideshow bob though.
13? Hmm. What do you think, guys?
No danger
No.
sense.
No?
Can't see it.
I mean, he's blind. Blind as a.
I'd say that's at least a 15.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as a rake smacks you right and square.
And you
Ow,
have to
ow.
do the noise.
It's never
Come
not
on.
funny. It's oh god.
Come on, Grizz, this way. I'll just take him by the hand and just lead him this way.
Family Guy one.
What are you doing with these chickens? Anybody hungry? I can roast
I'm
it up.
hungry. I could eat.
Yeah,
I've had
yeah,
breakfast.
alright.
Pretty
yet,
sure.
mind you.
I'm pretty
There's
sure
the-
one exploded, so. I
No,
don't
it's fine.
think-
I'll just grab one just in case. I'm gonna take one of the chickens.
As Grizz comes back around, you see there's a long red line up his forehead, down his nose, and his chin. It's not. At first you think it's like bruising, but then you realize it's actually some sort of like stain. Like there's actually a mark of stained blood on his face. And it couldn't have been hitting him that hard to like burst blood vessels.
Oh, it's the gnomes.
And he kind of like wipes it. He probably like rubs his head from the little bit of pain, and as he does, he actually does wipe it away. But that rake was like
Yeah.
coated in blood, apparently.
Hmm. I've heard that actually blood is very good as a fertilizer. Maybe that's what the sacrifices are for.
Well, we might need to ask the
Snurg?
gnomes.
Snurg will know.
Question mark.
Yeah.
Tanner, I don't know about this.
The gnomes.
Tanner, why would gnomes be harvesting blood?
Well, I gestured towards the blood-stained mushrooms. They must be doing something with it. I mean, well, perhaps they're even creating those things. And I point to the shambling mound.
Remember, no, that was from the menagerie, was it not?
Some kind of magic mushrooms? that
Oh
use
shit!
blood
There
to
was a
grow?
shambling mound in there.
Yeah, I think that was from the menagerie. It escaped.
Fuck. I mean, I mean, perhaps it was here all along. I mean, we don't know. We need to ask the goblin things.
Well, remember when we first got here, Tanner? That they came down and they said that they were doing the work for the Baba Yaga. They were
Yes,
they
but
were
they-
farming the mushrooms. It's
Exactly,
like
but
their
for
task.
what?
Well, I'm asking you.
Well, I don't know. Do you know, Ember?
I don't know. But maybe we
Cinderborn?
can, if we look around, Cinderborn. Hey, now, don't get smart with me, Tanner. Listen, if we have a look around here,
You
I
know,
know,
really got
I
a good
really
recipe for
appreciate
chicken
what you
and
did, Tanner. I
mushroom
really-
stew.
Chris, see, I really appreciate what you did. You take my gold, but at least you helped me out there. That was really nice.
Not again. First of all, it's
No. We're good. We're good. We know you took it. Just say you took it. That's fine. Listen, you
I
helped
did
me
not
out.
Take it
I-
because it's
Right
always
enough!
belongs to me.
A miniature
I'm just-
thunder wave just emits from Tanner.
I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for helping.
Oh,
Me out there.
I got another chicken. Oh crap! I think it's cahoots. Sorry.
Right, come this way.
Okay, I've got a chicken. Let's go.
Come here.
All right. Well, I guess we're never gonna learn why there's blood everywhere, Tanner.
Well, we're going to ask the fucking goblins. I mean, not fucking goblins. That's just Cameron peeking through. Shut
This
up!
way.
This is
way,
Dungeons
children.
and Dragons.
This
Oh,
way,
dear.
children.
Tanner, roll me a deck save.
Another
Get
rake?
yours as well because Tanner's leading him.
Well, yeah, that's another 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Motherfucker.
You've been raked.
We're not at our best this session. I don't
I'm
know.
going to snap the fucking rake over my knee and toss it to one corner.
Don't you get angry too, Tanner? The
As you
motions,
sever
remember?
the
Wait,
head,
wait, Tanner. Before you do that, don't you think that if you like break a rake, it
yeah,
might break someone? What if it's Snurg? Because you know Snurg's got that thing, right?
yeah. As you sever the head of the rake hydra,
Hang on.
the hydra regrows its head. And now it's 2 rakes.
Hang on.
Roll me 2
Hang
deck
on.
saves. You was warned there was a hydra in here. I didn't say which kind.
It's
Snake.
a hydrake.
Hold
Hydra.
on. No, guys, this
God.
isn't good.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
you've seen it.
Yeah, I've already
the
seen
gnomes.
it.
Oh no! Oh wait, no, I
And
can't say anything.
back into D&D mode.
Tyro, guy, Naya,
So-
you coming?
Yeah.
I take the last
Yeah,
step
I'm-
up.
No, Tyro follows. He's ready to resume not getting engulfed in shame.
Fuck.
Oh, there you are. About time some worthy adversaries showed up. You should
The
have
hell
just
are you
seen.
doing here?
What do you think? I'm the training dummy.
Would you be able to just explain what I see here?
Blood
Well,
everywhere.
There's 3
What
dead
you-
redcaps, and the Hydra ripped their damn heads off, is what happened.
The
Should've seen it.
the Hydra killed them so quickly.
Yes. It's a damn Hydra. They got 5 heads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're no longer alive.
Tanner's going to walk over and
Ripped my own head
just shock over his face.
Where were you in all of this?
I was swirling around. I did at least 3 points of bludgeoning damage, I'll say. But I got my head ripped off, and I had to go find another replacement.
We sent them to their death.
No, don't worry about it. Redcaps are pretty much suicidal already.
All they do is harvest blood. They're
Yes, they left quite a mess. I'm sure there'll be some new ones to scoop it all up, re-fertilize it.
nerd. Wait,
They-
refertilize it. What?
They didn't have a chance. We
Oh.
could have helped them.
Oh, no. Feeling guilty.
It's a sign of weakness, Tanner. Just kidding. I feel guilt every day. Yeah.
Fear not, I saw which way it went.
Which way did it go? Chris,
Uh,
over here, Chris. You're lost again. Listen. Can you do me a favor? He's been really good to you. He's sparred with you many times. He's a little nearsighted right now. Perhaps you could be his eyes. He is like you, after all, a creation of magic.
you want me to be his little guide dog?
Yeah. I'm sure he'll reward you handsomely.
What would I possibly need?
I don't know. He would maybe do some hours with you. I don't know, Chris. Where are
Hey
you?
guys, I found some stairs here.
No, over here, Chris. Please, you're come back.
Okay. Oh no, that's a wall.
Tanner's still just kind of looking over the carnage
Oh yeah.
and bloodshed and gore and what's left of the redcaps.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go around and just look at all the entrances around the training room and see if there's any sounds of anything in the hallways or any tracks of blood or
Yeah.
anything to indicate where this thing might have gone or it's nearby still?
Yeah, there's
Yes,
very
Lauren.
obvious tracks of blood, I'll say, that lead off to the north. And this door right here is kind of been busted off its hinges. It's just shattered into splinters.
That's the lake, isn't it?
Lakeland, yeah. I'll just drag some blood trails over.
Tanner.
He's mourning. He's grieving. I would.
Tanner, I'm sorry. This is kind of my fault.
They didn't get a chance.
They didn't, Tanner. They had no chance. I'm sorry, Tanner.
What do we do? This thing is...
I don't think we could fight it. It's probably in a cage for a reason.
Where's Baba Yaga in all of this? If she knows something of this capability, can just get out. I mean, Emma, you didn't cause all of this. Surely. Killing Senrith didn't cause this.
I did not anticipate these.
We didn't even know these people. We didn't know their capabilities.
Well,
They're dead, Ember.
well, I mean, yeah, they are. Yeah. The thing is, Tanner, they.
Have you ever faced a Hydra, Ember?
I don't know what a Hydra is, Tanner. I don't
Neither
know
do
what
I! This is how I'm stressing the situation.
Well, I don't want to face it. You're the one who's like, let's go find the fucking Hydra. I think we should get the hell out of here. It's crazy.
But we can't. Because everyone in this hut is in danger. And it's all our fault.
No,
It's
say
all
it like you
our-
mean it, Tanner. Say it like you mean it.
It's all our fault, Ember.
Well, technically, it was whoever told Ember to kill Senra's fault.
Shit.
Oh no.
Say what you mean, Tanner. You know, I got big shoulders. I can take it. I get it. Sometimes people that are in service of a leader. Sometimes a leader makes a decision you don't like. You don't agree with. Maybe I've made a mistake, Tanner. I don't know. Get these fucking chickens out of here, Firebolt.
Yeah, fucking Firebolt as well. Oh fuck! I shoot Ember.
Oh my god.
I'm protecting the chicken. What?
You
The
can't.
natural one is
You're
protected.
talking about massacre, and then you kill my chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
Ember, this whole thing happened because you decided to kill somebody who was caged. He was
I'm
caged,
sorry.
Ember.
He was sick, Tanner. It was merciful.
You didn't know that. You didn't know anything about that.
Why do you,
Hey,
Tanner?
You
Both my
acted
hands on his shoulder.
out of reaction. You didn't act out of reason or understanding. You just killed him.
He offered no resistance, Tanner. He was the weakest possible target.
It's because he had nothing left inside of a cage, and so
he was a
you
shell
just
of a man.
you took advantage of his weakness.
I did him
If
a
this is
favor.
how you run your kingdom, Ember, this is not something that I want to be a part of. You need to understand the value of life before you will understand anything about being in charge of people's lives.
I had Tanner. I've never killed someone before, Tanner. I was scared. I had to target someone weak, someone who could not. I thought about the Kenkus, Tanner. They're just birds. I wasn't even sure if it would satisfy the need.
Death
He
is
was suffering.
never valued. Why would you weight someone's life against something so petty? We could have found out. We could have understood. We have Tyro, who's a literal fucking genius. We could have found out something to be able to understand what the fuck has happened. But this has unleashed hell amongst the hut, Ember.
I don't feel great about it, Tanner. Not gonna. Yeah, you're right. It's not good. It's not great. I didn't. I mean, you know, I thought I was I thought I had it all figured out, Senrith. Dagger to the neck, and then he's released from his curse, or not prisoned anymore, and doesn't have to cry over Natasha, and then everything's cool. I'm not cursed anymore, and it didn't work, Tanner. It didn't go the way I thought it would. Okay, but this hut bringing out the worst in me, Tanner. I am better than this. Granny Whitaker showed me that I'm better than this. That maybe it's all part of the process, Tanner. I don't know. I have places I need to be and things I need to find. This Hydra.
I took an oath, Ember, to get where I was, where I am.
Why the hell are you here?
Because I need to be. It is my duty to be here, to find out what the hell is going on in this place, and to deal with it. There is no voice in my head telling me what I can and can't do in this place, and it scares me, Ember. You understand a place of no laws, no rules, no understanding is terrifying to the mortal world.
Well, yes, I agree, and a place like that would be terrible, but Tanner, there's rules here, Tanner. We just have to figure out what they are. We have to figure out. That's what Tyro's doing. That's what. Like you said, he's a literal fucking genius.
Then we need to be patient.
He's writing the writs, Tanner. He's writing the law. That is what he's doing. He is the lawmaker. He is the one that getting the rules on paper instead of just hearsay and public opinion. He's putting the law to words.
If you have so much understanding of this place, then you need to understand that we need to be patient. We need to compose ourselves. You are acting so rash.
All I did was take a life, Tanner, that was already forsworn.
You took a life that wasn't needed to be taken. You took a life because you saw him as weak.
It was him and me, Tanner.
Tyro, Dyer, Grizz.
I'm not gonna kill Dyer! Are you nuts?
No! I'm asking for their opinion.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Miss Dyer?
I never know what you're thinking, Grizz.
Charge!
Okay, maybe not Grizz, but Dyer. Tyro, you must understand where I'm coming from. Ember hasn't been right since that candle was snuffed.
No, Ember's not right. Ember hasn't been right since we got here.
Yes, something is.
And Ember,
amiss.
Tyro's right. You can't be a lead if your first instinct is to kill the weakest thing. If it was him or you, it should have been you. We had 7 days to figure it out. And if we couldn't figure it out, then it was your duty to take your own life. You had no right to take someone else's. In battle, when it's to self-defense, that's one thing.
What?
You can't be a leader if you put the burden on other people, on weaker people than yourself.
That is what gets the job done. Armies die for their generals. There's no. Grizz is what, guys. Grizz is.
I think I found something.
I think he did, Marcus. I think he found something.
Just very quickly, for the stream, my Firefox crashed, so I'm getting it back up. But sorry about that.
Yeah, Tyler is as Tanner's kind of looking around for assistance. Tyro's sort of nodding at Daya and saying, "Well, it's true. I won't deny that I am a bit of a genius, but the compliments notwithstanding, I have to agree that you not only haven't been yourself, Ember, but you have been making some dangerous choices. looking at this logically, of course. Let's just examine the outcomes and the consequences from your actions before the candle as opposed to after. So, before the candle, 0 shadow demons released. After the candle, mass chaos, many deaths, near total destruction of
Perfect
life and
deduction.
property. Before the candle, semi-rational behavior, moderate delusions of grandeur. After the candle, rabid fascination with all manner of very strange objects, hostility towards Grizz, multiple interactions that have been problematic for all of us, and a dead creature in the menagerie. Looking at the balance of this, he's been scribbling this down in his notebook, and he's got the pros and cons list sort of going, and he holds it up to Embers. Balance of probability is not on your side, I'm afraid. Going to have to agree with Tanner on this.
Ember,
Oh.
I have only one way that I could potentially solve this and get you over this mindset of being above others. Swear an oath. Swear an oath of devotion, not
What?
only to yourself, but to those around you. Level yourself.
Take a level in Paladin.
Literally. That's, funnily enough, exactly where I was going with this.
Fuck.
Damn. Well,
Ooh.
as Ember is given this this chance for redemption, it seems as though Grizz has indeed
Yeah,
Speaking
I
of dangerous
accidentally
action-
scrolled over to him.
now just seen. Speaking of dangerous actions, Grizz has charged on into the forest, axe in hand, and has come across quite the scene.
It's fucking tail.
You see 5. Yeah, he ran straight up there.
I literally
Right
saw
up-
how many heads did you say a Hydra has, and I was like, what the fuck's he up? Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
the 5-headed
fuck.
Hydra is gnashing its teeth and jaws towards, or fangs rather, because it's a hooded Hydra. It's like a snake-like hooded Hydra, and it is rearing up, taking snaps and bites and lunges towards the 3 water nymphs who are screaming in terror. Meanwhile, Grizz, axe ready in hand.
Oh no, the lovely ladies are in trouble. I'll save you.
Meanwhile, yep, like King Ghidorah, the heads are just like screeching and barking, letting loose lightning bolts. Oh no, maybe not that part, but still, that is going to be a combat for the next week because it is
Wow.
10 past 10.
Oh
I
my
know.
god.
That's going to be going into a big one. But the next on the list of the menagerie is up,
Hydra.
and we will see how that goes. Because Grizz is a few turns ahead of you guys, it seems.
Yeah.
But he's blind.
I'm blind.
He literally
Oh, no,
just
I can
walked
see
into the
it.
arse
It's
of
like-
the fucking Hydra.
What the?
It's got one head.
Oh, please.
I think I found someone.
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh
Okay,
my.
can I go?
Tanner, oh my god, Tanner. Like, he's finally
Yeah.
lost it, and it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so
Mm.
like so satisfying to see him
You've
finally.
been so composed so far this entire campaign, and you're just
He just the piano finally lost it at the piano.
That was the breaking point for Tanner.
Nate,
Shit,
that
man.
like the timing of that you rolled in at 20 and the fucking you punched it. I was crying. I was legitimately crying with laughter.
Right, before we go any further, Chris, sign off for a moment.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, there's been some highs and lows.
Because I could relate like so hard.
Mm.
You just kind of I was just kind of picturing you just kind of hovering your cursor on the thing again, the performance check. It's like, oh, I wonder. Then you get a nat and you're like,
Oh, the sheer frustration.
Right, sign off. We'll
Oh, God.
continue this in a minute.
Let's hope Roll20 is kinder to Cameron tomorrow when we will be playing the Curse Breakers.
Yeah,
We-
bullshit. Not with Cade's rolls.
Curse breakers.
Curse Breakers.
Go.
All right, but yeah, we'll see you then, and then Team Annihilation afterwards, the Last Resort Company. See you then. Bye.
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 Cool.
Oh no.
Wow.